WSB.
46 degrees in Atlanta. Sun returns tomorrow, but very cold. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A big score for Metro Atlanta's economy. Battery maker Duracell announces it is bringing its global headquarters for research and development to Science Square near Georgia Tech. Christy Brigman with the Metro Atlanta Chamber says this is a great location to find high-tech workers.
They want to be right next door to Georgia Tech, the PhDs there, the incredible talent they have coming out of there at all levels, undergraduate, master's levels.
It's bringing 110 new jobs to the tech sector. The facility is due to open in the summer of 2026. Georgia businesswoman and former Senator Kelly Loeffler is confirmed to lead the nation's Small Business Administration.
The final vote was 52-46, and Loeffler did not get the support of senators here at home, both Senator John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock voting no. Ossoff saying he prefers someone less political for the job. Warnock saying he's worried that Loeffler's the wrong person and will not support any cabinet nominee who will hurt Georgia's small businesses. One Democrat, Nevada's Jackie Rosen, did vote yes. In a social media post following her confirmation, Loeffler wrote, "It's a huge honor to be confirmed." Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
This just in, the Snellville man accused of murdering his pregnant 16-year-old girlfriend last summer has a new bond hearing set. Jesus Monroy was rearrested last week and taken back to jail after the Gwinnett County DA's office put new evidence in front of a grand jury. Monroy, who is 20, now faces sexual abuse allegations, including charges of child molestation and statutory rape. He'll ask a judge for bond on April 2nd. Two small planes collide in midair near Tucson, Arizona.
Two aircraft were involved in the collision. Unfortunately, two individuals were confirmed deceased.
Sergeant Vince Rizzi with the Tucson Police Department says it happened near the city's regional airport. Two other people on board are expected to be okay. After this week's plane crash in Toronto, Delta's CEO is trying to reassure the public air travel is safe.
Speaking for the first time since Delta Connection Flight 4819 rolled over during a landing attempt at Toronto Pearson International Airport, Ed Bastian tells CBS Mornings Delta will learn from the incident.
It's amazing the work that our team did up at Endeavor, but that's what we expect out of them because we are prepared for all types of circumstances.
He also says he understands public concern, but safety is a top priority for all U.S. airlines.
Air travel in the United States is the safest form of transportation and travel there is, period.
Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Thanks to our hero units on the south side, they just held all lanes. I-85 northbound at I-285 exit 68. Got a large refrigerator out of the roadway, so all lanes are back open there. Looks like new trouble downtown. We're looking for it. 75-85 and northbound. Right up around I-20 exit 247, slow from University Avenue. And a crash just cleared in Lithia Springs from the left lane. I-20 eastbound just past Thornton Road, exit number 44. Already seen the volume fill in. 285 westbound, the outer loop leaving Sandy Springs from Georgia 400, passing Roswell Road, exit 25. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. The rain showers moving out this afternoon, high 45. Cold air moving in tonight, lows dropping down to the mid-20s. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and chilly, high 37. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour, so wind chills stay in the 20s throughout the afternoon. Actual temperatures on Friday morning in the teens to low 20s.
43 in Tucker, 44 in Mableton, 43 in Forest Park. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, hour one of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Haessler. The other voices you hear are the doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Warning you, Eric, that we are a 7 on the bloody nose gusher alert system.
A
yes. 7. It's ugly today.
It's this producer. This Jared Yamamoto. You know him, Tim.
Oh, yeah, I
Autumn,
met him once.
You've met Jared Yamamoto. He's not only the producer, He is the lead researcher of the von Hessler doctrine, and he has reported him with 2 massive, gushing, bloody noses.
Oh,
today.
they were all over the place, all over my shirt. At one point, I was on my way to the gym this morning, and I just turned around. I had it all over my gym
You
clothes.
just said, if I walk in here, right, the people are going to think they're going to call 911. You
It
were
looked like a
stabbed. You were stabbed in the parking lot.
It looked like a crime scene, how bad it was. And then I got another one after I had gotten out of the shower earlier this afternoon, and I'm like, and I had to change another shirt. I mean, so just see how
Your
these
nose
napkins.
is on his period.
Yeah.
It is. It
and
is.
he's on
It's
his
a nose
third shirt.
period.
He's on his third shirt.
Third shirt.
Third shirt of the day. Well,
Jared 3 shirts.
it's 3-shirt Jared.
3-shirt Jared.
So,
Jared 3 shirts.
do you have any idea? That's his ancestral name.
Yes.
Did something happen in the atmosphere? Did something happen? Is the barometric pressure crushing your face? What's
I
happening?
need the help of Christina Edwards.
You've been-
because-
I
You're running the
believe that
heat.
it's very dry. I'm Christina and words.
Edwards.
Edwards.
Thank you.
Well, you're in my head about what my last name sounds like.
I'm trying not to be in your head. I hardly
I'm
ever bring it.
Christina.
I never bring it up anymore because I don't want that to be a thing. Just something that I heard, and people don't know what the hell we're talking about. But that's fine. So
I have a feeling that whatever.
Are
this-
you an inferior? Like your human makeup is inferior to the rest of us. We're all living in the same world, but your nose is exploding with blood, which means that you're not able to deal with the world that you live in for some reason.
Trump was telling me that my nose
Yes,
blood
please.
was coming out of my.
coming out of everywhere.
Very, very embarrassing.
Yes.
Listen,
so
you've
there's
been
something
sick
about
for
your.
2 weeks, so
I'm not bleeding all over the place.
I will take my bloody nose gushers that I get every now and then compared to being sick for 2 weeks. I wouldn't say I'm an inferior person, but when they do come, I mean, it is like Mount St. Helens.
Yeah,
They've been bad.
So you see,
So there's an old man who wouldn't leave your nose, and he's dead now?
yeah. He decided I'm not leaving.
I ain't leaving.
Prime real estate in that
You
nose.
know, the pollen is out now, and we're not dry because we've had a lot of rain lately.
Yeah.
So you're either running your heat or you're getting that pollen.
I guess.
What's going on in that new Pioneer home of yours? Are you running? Do they have heat like from the old-fashioned, like the 1940s? Do you have registers over on the
whale lamps?
There's like
it's
a really
the whale
yoked guy that lives
Yeah.
in their basement and just shoveling coal into
Yeah.
like a furnace.
Yeah, so something's going wrong with your
Troll.
with your home. Although I've been to his home, it's brand new, so you'd think all the filter.
Oh, you've been
systems
there?
are-
I haven't been invited.
Well, I'm me.
Well, I
So
understand
apparently
that.
I was. Of course, you could invite
Thanks,
me.
Jared.
George Clark's been there too.
George Clark has
That
been
I
there.
have.
Autumn's been there.
No?
No, she hasn't. She has not been there.
But Autumn did crash at the old place, though.
Yeah.
Did she snore real loud? Because
She was.
I
She's
do
known
snore.
to be a very loud snorer.
She
and
soaked
so
through
cute.
Your, soaked
so
through your
cute.
pillow.
She was a great house guest.
Was she? Did she clean up after herself? Because
She was very
I'll tell you
cleanly.
something. When I knew her and she had her own apartment, she was not a clean person. I was surprised.
Can't you let it go? I was 21 years old.
I was surprised because I just thought, like in my life, all women are just clean. Like guys' apartments,
Left
yes.
Kleenex all over the place.
Just guys' apartments, just no. I'm talking like didn't know what a vacuum cleaner was, but that was
Well,
a
I didn't
long
own a
time ago.
vacuum.
Yeah, well, that's a problem.
Yeah,
Maybe-
but just because I'm a woman,
I just expected. And you lived with.
that's
you lived.
your own internalized.
Oh no! You lived with another woman, so it's like two women.
Yeah,
you
but
would think
she
you would
was-
have. She was more filthy than Autumn.
Yeah.
Her bedroom.
I was just regular messy.
Yeah.
And she was like hiding food.
Imagine
in your
this.
room.
So you didn't eat
her
it?
roommate. Her roommate's bathroom was dirtier than Autumn's mouth. I mean, it was
Dirtier than my mind.
and her mind together. It was really something. It was an eye-opening experience.
Was she like a wheat thins under the bed kind of gal?
Yeah, I was like,
She was a like frozen meatball in the corner of your room.
Yeah.
Ew.
Why is it?
I think
don't
I
know.
must have been like
Dries
30.
up.
I was like 38. Yeah. You expect it from guys.
Yeah.
Guys who are if it's a house full of guys, yeah, you absolutely expect it's going to be disgusting. It's supposed to be until one of their mothers shows up and spends the
low bar
afternoon
for
cleaning
dudes.
everything. But I was probably 37, 38 years old at this time, And it was just an eye-opener for me. I'd never known two women who lived together who had an apartment more disgusting than dudes I know that live together. So it was
I feel like my part was not
only
dirty.
in comparison. No, your
Yeah,
part
it was
dirty.
it was just messy, like stuff.
Well,
you
no,
know?
if you don't have a vacuum cleaner, that's actually filth that's building up in your
Well,
carpet.
we were only there a year. How much filth could we bring?
I had to go in that apartment
How many
once.
Cheerios could be all over?
It was after she moved out of my apartment, so I had
Yes.
to go over there once to take her Nintendo to her.
Her Nintendo?
Well, that's how it was written on the box, Nintendo.
Because I can't spell.
And I went over there, and I did notice that Autumn's room was cluttered, but the rest of the apartment looked gross.
Oh, it was disgusting. These were the two most disgusting young women you could imagine living together.
Well, they were busy. You know, they had a lot of stuff going on.
No, they weren't.
didn't
They
have
weren't
time to
busy.
clean.
They weren't busy. They weren't busy at all.
You know what she was busy doing? She was busy
Oh,
going out
that's-
with her friends
all
and
right.
saying, I just feel so bad for my friends because I'm such a Barbie and all the guys talk to me and it's like, ugh, they don't get a chance. You're like, wow.
Yeah, her roommate was a piece of work. We don't have to
Yeah.
relitigate that.
You
But
see, she was the queen of modesty.
She
too.
invented the Tesla.
She was, yeah.
That's
she
what I
could,
heard.
She could tell a tall tale.
Woo, she
that
could.
one.
Bless her.
And
Bless her heart.
who knows? Maybe now she could be off being very successful. You know,
That's
if
true.
you-
I am not as dirty or messy
Right.
as I was when I was 21.
And maybe she doesn't lie as much as she did when she was 21.
God only hopes.
People do change. So you gotta.
do.
That's the beautiful thing. You gotta hold out hope that people are gonna change.
Maybe she's now one of the most cleanest people in the world.
But
That is
still
not
a liar.
No, or that's what she's telling her friends.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel-
she lies about being clean.
Yeah, no, she lied. Listen, let's hold out hope that she has become a better person now, and let's hope her bathroom doesn't look anything like it did back in whatever year this was. What year was this even? 2003, 2004, something like that. Well, the 2000s went by fast, didn't they? It doesn't, like Tim maybe can relate a little bit. You're a few years younger than me. I don't know that Autumn, with her age, can relate, but all of my life it was a building up to the year 2000. And for some reason, I must have thought that time was going to stand still once we got there. It's so bizarre to me that that was 25 years ago. Boy. And I'm not going to say it, Jared. I know you're looking at me like, when's he going to say it? I'm not going to say it just means we'll all be dead very soon. I'm not going to say that. I'm not
Believe it
going
or
to
not,
focus on that.
You've had 2 shows in a row. I've been keeping track where you have not brought up death. I'm proud of you.
And here's another one. I still haven't brought up death because I didn't bring up the fact that pretty much means that we'll all be dead very soon. I did not do that. So this is so far.
That's indirect death.
2 shows plus that I have not brought that up. But it does. It is a conveyor belt, and it just keeps on going. All right, should we just do the word of the day and get it out of the way? All right, let's do that.
Word of the day.
Sedulous.
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 Yeah, I know. Sedulous.
Sedulous.
I said it first.
Sedulous.
Shut up. Yeah, and more.
Sedulous.
Sedulous is an adjective, but you knew that because you're a linguist who apparently doesn't know how to spell in what we just talked about. She's
That's
a
true.
linguist, but she doesn't know how to spell. That is
I
amazing.
can't do math well, and I can't spell well.
But you're a linguist.
That's fine.
So knowing how to spell words is not one of the skills that one must
It's not,
attain
but
to
you
become
do,
a linguist.
It's not, but you do start to understand why words are spelled certain ways depending on their origin.
And does that
So
help you
that
with your
does help.
spelling?
It does, yeah. And
You-
Spanish is the best when you learn Spanish because if you can't spell, because every sound in a Spanish word is associated with a letter, whereas ours are like hidden or sometimes weird or reversed or like because ours.
Yeah,
ours
but
are
you know
from
what
all
I
over
don't
the
like.
place.
I don't like about the Spanish language is it's centered on this old-fashioned concept of 2 genders.
I don't
can't
like it
handle
either.
You know, one's male, one's female. Words have different.
But you know what?
There's
Agua.
47.
Agua ends with an A.
Look, that's
and
fine.
it's a masculine.
Look, I'm not saying there aren't
There are
exceptions
irregulars.
that prove the rule. What I'm saying is I will not recognize Spanish until they recognize all 47 genders, and that's just who I am. I'm a progressive moron. You know that about me, and I'm going to continue to be, and I'm damn proud of
We
it.
will not have masculine and feminine language.
No, not unless you add the other 45. Then I'll get involved. That'll be a simple language to learn. Has 47 variations based on.
Seriously. I couldn't imagine. I still have nightmares about doing the Spanish conjugations in college, and why would this be irregular in this scenario? Why does it work out this way? I have nightmares.
I don't have
about
those
that.
nightmares because I didn't go to college. And matter of fact, I just
Maybe
dropped
I
out of
should've
high
gone.
school.
You didn't
I'll
take
tell
it
you,
in eighth grade?
saved me a lot of nightmares. I'll tell you that. I didn't have like high school nightmares or college nightmares. Or, am I going to get it in on time? No, you don't have to. You're not there.
They made us take it in 8th grade.
Spanish?
Mm-hmm. And I failed out, so then I took German and did well.
My wife speaks fluent Spanish, so when we went to Spain, I just stood next to her and pointed at her. What she said. Yeah, what she said. Sedulous is an adjective. It's spelled S-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. And it is a person or an action showing dedication and diligence. You're very sedulous.
Sedulous.
And some people, some people don't like. There's one person maybe being very sedulous right now in the country, and he's not liked by. If you watch the media, you would think this guy is not liked at all. And I don't know what the real feeling is about him, but according to the media, everybody hates Elon Musk. It seems to be what the media's take on it is everybody hates Elon Musk, but because Elon Musk has you have to give him this. He's been quite sedulous when it comes to this Doge. I mean, he really is
sedulous. Sedulous.
It's over, folks.
Right out of the way.
It's
I like
over.
That. That's
it's
clean.
over. Drive carefully. Tip your waiters and waitresses. They're working very, very hard for you.
All right, George, we're just going to re-air this segment for the whole show now.
You are sedulous.
We're
Even if somebody doesn't like what you're doing, they can't say that you're not.
No, they can't.
Have dedication to this Doge thing.
And look in your mail soon because everybody's going to be getting $5,000 checks.
Yeah, I heard that. You're going to be sending $5,000 to Autumn Fisher. She's back on board.
Even though she hates me.
Wow. Yeah, she's back on board. She's like, you're the one She told me she doesn't like oligarchs except for oligarchs who give her money. She likes that. She likes that.
I mean, I can still not like you. I'm going to take your money.
Yeah. You don't have to like somebody to take their money.
If you're going to give me money, I'll take it.
Is this making sense? I mean, no, of course it does. I mean,
I didn't watch the Hannity interview. Did it get weird? Did it get weird where he wasn't making sense?
I watched the first 2 segments of it, and it was exactly what you expected. There was not any.
Why are you so fantastic?
Yeah, there's not a lot of new knowledge.
You're fantastic.
It was.
You're not going to Mars. You're.
Trump he's going. I don't know.
Trump and Elon do seem like best buddies, though. They were.
Is that what people wanted to see, though?
Banging elbows and smiling.
Yeah, there was a lot of smiling, a lot of hold on, but it wasn't like there wasn't any weird moment that came out of it that was awkward.
Even when he did his impression of people with Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, that wasn't weird at all. I saw that part.
He made like one face, and they made it like he was.
He was impersonating people at a party.
Yeah,
and so it was. I thought it was perfectly.
Are
fine.
you a good impersonator, Elon? You're like Tim Andrews is a good impersonator.
It's not really that good.
Okay.
I would call him more of a sort of a mimic, maybe, or sort of aping something he hears, but he can't sustain them.
Is it true that your father had children with his stepdaughter that he raised from the time she was 4 years old? Is that
love
true?
Love is love, and. So people fall in love like Woody Allen.
It's not exactly the standard. It's not really pointing to Woody Allen. Usually isn't the.
It all depends on. It all depends on what your standards are. If you accept that as some sort of normalcy involved in that sort of thing, but right now I'm really more focused on Doge and cutting all the.
Because you're sedulous.
I'm very sedulous, and
is this making sense? I mean,
yes. Does this make any sense? and so
Am I making sense?
I
want to know what happened before that.
He was explaining the differences between democracy and bureaucracy, and it was just so long-winded. It probably took about a minute to answer.
Yeah, get on with it.
And then Trump even cracked.
Well, that is true, by the way. That is what the reaction to it from the press is. The press really believes that the bureaucracy equals the democracy. And that breaking up the bureaucracy, what is a threat to the bureaucracy is going to be a threat to democracy. And I don't see that at all. I completely disagree with that. I don't think the bureaucracy is the democracy, but that seems to be the reaction. You're tearing up the bureaucracy, therefore you're tearing apart democracy.
Right.
I don't see that.
And so he did a good job of explaining the difference between both of them.
Well, I don't know how good job he did. If he had at the end, he had to say, "Is
this making sense?"
I don't know how good of a job he could have.
No, of course it does. I mean,
totally. I figured it out before you even finished.
Then Trump basically insinuated that he's going to send Elon to Mars.
First private company to send astronauts into orbit.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah.
He's going to go into orbit soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's going to go to Mars. He's gonna fly on
Starlink.
his-
At some point. Yeah.
Is in
But they always ask me, like, do you want to die on Mars? And I say, well, yes, but not on impact.
Starlink is in 100 countries.
That's an oligarch joke. Come on, Autumn. Come on. He wants to die there, just not on impact.
Not on impact. Because that,
You got to have billions. Listen, you know how sometimes after a joke they'll say you had to be there? After Elon's joke, say, oh, you have to be a billionaire.
You do, you really do,
Literally.
and I have 2-3 billion.
That's
so
right.
That makes me a billionaire.
That's right.
Now, Hannity did say the interview was tough.
Starlink is in 100 countries. This is going to be hard. I feel like I'm interviewing two brothers here.
You go ahead. Was that an interview or an orgy? What exactly is going on there?
Sean, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, Sean. It's not that kind of thing. Look, I know you're excited. They put a pillow over that.
Starlink is in 100 countries.
Did Hannity seem maybe a little jealous that maybe Elon's gotten a little closer in the buddy zone?
Let me just say this: I'm trying to get that new sound that Trump does. That's up here, because it's an old man, but he's
getting
a
a
little
little older.
But Sean had the dramatic transformation. He used to be this big neocon supporter. He loved Georgia. He loved all the wars. And then I come along, and he really loves me, and I think a lot of it had to do with. Me, him fading in the ratings and stuff. So you start liking Trump on Fox News, which a lot of Fox News is bad. I mean, a lot of it is it's fake
You're
news.
weaving. You're very wrong.
So the problem, the good thing about Sean is that he realizes a good thing when he sees it.
Okay, very good. Is that where we were going the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Starlink is in 100 countries. This is going to be hard. I feel like I'm interviewing two brothers here.
You go ahead.
Yes, George?
Well, I was going to say Sean might not be the only jealous guy that jealous of Elon. Steve Bannon had some things to say.
Oh, I know. Bannon hates him all of a sudden. I think they're all. There's this. I think it's like an Andy Warhol situation. No, he always had like the one girl lady that was like the it girl at the time.
Well, Steve Bannon, I called him Edie Sedgwick.
There you go. And then he would tire of that person. He would just go get another one.
You're boring.
Yeah,
me.
and then one of them shot him. Andy Warhol.
That's true.
But so it's kind of like that. Like the people are feeling like, hey, you used to call me late at night, and now you're calling Elon late at night.
Well, I mean, it's Steve Bannon. What's he going to do for me?
Well, he's a big supporter.
Elon got me in the White House.
That's true.
Now, there are some things, though, of Trump that I did pick up on.
President Trump.
Excuse me,
President Trump.
Mr.
Can
President.
you show some respect?
Mr.
And you
President,
too,
sir.
Autumn. Stand up.
Mr. President,
Show some
Sir
respect.
Trump.
Show something
I
else.
won't.
You will not let go of Kamala.
Where's my 5K?
Yeah, well, that's Elon. Elon's going to give you.
It's coming, and
yeah.
so you should look out in the mail. Give me your bank account and all that.
You can find it. The
I
judge
don't need
says
that.
you can go in there and look at it anyway.
Start digging through Autumn.
Trump will not let go of Kamala.
PBS is bad. AP is bad. CBS is terrible. I mean, CBS.
Bad.
It's bad.
PBS is bad. It's Kermit the Frog. He's a commie. Kermit the Frog. He's a left-wing lunatic.
PBS is bad. AP is bad. CBS is terrible. I mean, CBS now, they changed an answer in Kamala. They asked her some questions. She answered them like, a low IQ person, the opposite of him. The absolute opposite.
Him. He's playing to Elon.
Musk, yeah.
Kamala's the absolute opposite of Elon.
Absolute opposite of him.
That's fine with me.
She knows about the moon. She knows about the moon.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
She loves
every
the moon.
night.
In fact,
the moon comes out.
Do you want to go
and I
there,
see it.
Kamala Harris? Do you want to go to the moon? I mean, Elon has a
I mean,
rocket.
I would love to go. Wow.
I would love to
look
put.
at-
You could be the ambassador to the moon if Congress
Wow,
approves
I
it.
could.
I would love it if you'd be the ambassador to the moon. Who bid your house?
Well, I have to admit, I am a little cheesy.
Take Doug.
She's laughing. She's laughing, but it seems like there's a desperate. Sounds like she's crying.
She's right on the cusp
Her
there.
office. It still reeks of vodka.
You guys are gonna see. You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
Wow.
With your own ears.
eyes. I'm telling you, it is gonna be unbelievable.
I always mess that up.
Yeah.
How'd she lose? I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's amazing. No one's ever seen the craters
All
on the
right,
moon.
everybody, if I was the president, everybody come sit around. Let's all sit down in a circle.
The whole country?
Now look, we've got something called a budget. Okay, the budget is a bunch of numbers that really just are so big that we can't even pay it. Okay, And what I'm going to need you to do is go into mommy and daddy's room and get your checkbooks out of their night.
Soupy sales.
It's right there.
Soupy sales.
Oh, now all this stuff is going on where it's like now he's calling Zelensky names. I will just say this. I don't know about any individual tactic, but look, if Bill Kristol and John Bolton are unhappy, Eric Von Haessler is most likely happy. So, I don't know. This is kind of crazy what's going on.
That sounds like a Putin talking point.
I'm not even talking about Putin. Why
That's
do you always...
a Putin talking point.
What,
Eric Von Haessler, I've been monitoring your show for 3.5 years. I know you're anti-Ukraine.
No, I'm not anti-Ukraine. I'm anti-war.
You're anti-Ukraine.
I'm anti-war.
Anything that's absolutely against the war is anti-Ukraine.
No. Listen, I haven't said anything about Putin whatsoever.
Those sound like that's what the Putin supporter would say.
So you say, if I say I don't... Just saying I'm not saying what Putin's saying is something that Putin would be saying?
Exactly.
So how can I win with you?
You can't. Give me money.
I don't have any money.
Give me weapons.
I'm sorry. I don't have anything for you.
Give me cocaine.
Follow them here.
Belinda here for Atlanta Vision Institute. I'm here to introduce you to a new procedure that Dr. Ashraf is performing called laser optics. This changed my life, folks. I was so tired of wearing contacts and glasses. The glasses were not around when I needed them. I had astigmatism, so the contacts didn't fit me well, and I had beginning stages of cataracts. So I went in. I was a great candidate for laser optics. It was a quick, painless procedure. The next day, it was like everything was in HD. The colors were more vibrant. The leaves were more vibrant. The sky was more vibrant. My husband was better looking. Everything was great. Laser optics with Dr. Ashraf, Atlanta Vision Institute. Go to the website 2020atlanta.com to find out more information. Also, take the quiz to see if this is a procedure that's good for you. Your medical insurance may cover it. That's 2020atlanta.com.
JIC, Flat Face Seal, BSP, and DEN. If you know what these are, then listen up.
I'm Victoria Holloway. We can replicate hose assembly on site with Mobile Hydraulics of Georgia.
Call 770-HYD-HOSE or try our website, HYDHOSE.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we handled a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
At Butler Lexus South Atlanta, they make service seamless. Utilize their convenient working stations, enjoy their cafe, or relax in their guest lounge. Need to stay on the go? They provide complimentary rental vehicles. Visit ButlerLexusSouthAtlanta.com to schedule your appointment.
Protect your turf from termites. Call Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. And Breda's proud to sponsor Scott Slade, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, a McDonald's restaurant in Gwinnett County, the scene of a homicide investigation this afternoon. Police tell us one man is dead, another is in custody. The restaurant is located at 4915 Sugarloaf Parkway. A form of Doge may be coming to Georgia. Republican State Senator Greg Dolezal says the so-called Red Tape Rollback Act would require state agencies to look at ways to cut costs and consider the business impact of new rules and regulations.
This bill looks to reduce red tape on both small and large businesses in the state of Georgia so that Georgia remains the #1 place to do business.
Democrats say this would give too much power to the legislature, and they fear it could lead to job cuts. Big news from Metro Atlanta's economy today. Duracell is investing more than $50 million to bring a new facility to Science Square in Midtown.
The new global headquarters for Duracell's research and design teams will be built on Nerham Street near Georgia Tech. It will offer 110 new jobs in the innovative technology sector when it opens in summer of 2026. Metro Atlanta Chamber President and CEO Katie Kirkpatrick says it strengthens the region's powerful reputation as a hub for innovation and notes the tech campus next door could provide a pipeline of world-class talent for the battery maker. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Businesswoman and former Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler is approved by the U.S. Senate today to lead the nation's Small Business Administration.
The nomination is confirmed.
The final Senate tally is 52 to 46. Both Georgia Senators, Ossoff and Warnock, voting against the nomination of Loeffler. Ossoff says he preferred someone less political for the job. More people are trying to bring eggs across the U.S.-Mexico border because of the bird flu outbreak. There was a nearly 30% increase in eggs being confiscated at ports of entry between last October and this month. Compared with the same time period last year, egg prices have surged to record highs in the U.S. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here's Alex Williams.
Hero just arrived at this crash downtown. Spin out into the wall. 7585 southbound at William Street, exit 249C. They're blocking the HOV lane, adding to the delays, already stretching back to the 85-400 merge. Now that the Hero's there, I bet he's going to block all lanes, try to drag that off to the right. We had an earlier crash, 7585 northbound at I-20, exit 247. That has cleared. You're improving as you leave University Avenue. 285 westbound, brake lights filling in from Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Roswell Road, while 85 north out at the cabin in Gwinnett County, on and off the brakes from 285 for the ride up into Norcross. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. The rain showers moving out, but the Arctic air moving in. Temperatures tonight dropping into the mid-20s. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, very cold, high 37. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour, so wind chills stay in the 20s throughout the afternoon. Actual temperatures dropping into the teens to low 20s for Friday morning.
Right now it's 44 in Powder Springs, 42 in Conyers, and 43 in Milton. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Georgia, we don't need to tell you that your cost of living has gotten too high. Lawsuit abuse creates a hidden tax on your car insurance, healthcare, groceries, really on everything you need, and it's driving up prices. It's costing Georgia families over $5,000 every year. But there's a solution to stop lawsuit abuse and lower costs for hardworking Georgians. It's tort reform. Listen to Governor Kemp.
Our businesses and hardworking Georgians need relief.
The increased cost of doing business is simply passed on to the consumer.
Georgia needs tort reform, and they need it now.
Call your legislator and tell them to join Governor Kemp in stopping lawsuit abuse, eliminating this hidden tax, and passing tort reform now. Brought to you by Protecting American Consumers Together.
Hey, Belinda here with Dr. Ashraf from Atlanta Vision Institute to talk about a new procedure, permanent contact lenses. This is a game changer, isn't it, Dr. Ashraf?
It is for some people. This is an implantable Collamer lens. It's been around for a while, but this new technology is amazing. This is really good for people who in the past weren't candidates for LASIK. And remember, LASIK's been around for over 20 years. Technology is always advancing. So this lens is a quick procedure. We do it in the office. Vision recovers very quickly. You're back to work the next day. LASIK, it causes an inducement of dry eyes. This does not.
Ooh.
And unlike your contacts, there's no maintenance on this. There is nothing. You get up and go. It is permanent now. In the future, if you do need to remove it, we can remove it.
Oh, that's tremendous. Folks, is this something you're interested in to better your vision? Go to lensatlanta.com. That's LENS Atlanta.com.
Oh, yeah. So I was listening to on the way to work today. Well, Betty Davis.
No, not Primus.
No, it's Betty Davis. One of Miles Davis's many wives. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Apparently, there is, I'm reading, a new threat of invasion over the Canadian border.
Super pigs.
Super
pigs. We have to stop them. They're faster than a speeding pork chop.
There's a thing called super pigs.
That's right. They're strong. They have all sorts of muscles. Pigs don't usually have those kind of muscles.
Super.
It's right there in the name.
Apparently, they're across there. Somebody bred two different kind of pigs together.
They pose $1 billion threat to U.S. farms.
Yeah.
These super
We
pigs.
got to get them out of here. We got to send them to Guantanamo. They could think of all the delicious Cuban sandwiches they could make with these super pigs if we send them to Guantanamo and they get out.
Are they tasty, the super pigs?
Well, they're pigs. I imagine pork is very delicious.
It
I know a
certainly
lot
is.
of people like pork. I love pork. I like bacon. I like pork chops. I like sausage. All that stuff.
Well, it's very difficult to get a hold of everything. Just when you think you've got, you're doing the Doge and the picking a fight with Zelensky. By the way, Zelensky is not making the right move right now by going on the world stage.
That's another Putin talking.
I'm saying to you, I don't think it's a good idea. You're not going to get the whole world on your side on this
Western
one.
Europe is all I need.
Yeah,
with
you don't have the
vast
power.
Militaries
You don't
and
have the
endless
leverage.
supply of money.
You're a patsy. Why don't you understand this? Why is it so difficult for you to understand this?
Because I am
it's
the
not about you.
democratically elected president.
Well, it's not about you. It was a proxy war, and now it's going the other way.
They started it. Russia invaded.
I-
poor,
look, I'm
poor,
not-
pitiful Ukraine.
I listen.
He's a bully.
Yes, I get it. I get all the Zelensky talking points. But,
Once you got Venmo, I'll send you a little bit. Here you go.
Yeah.
Ready?
I do have Venmo.
Oh, is he accepting money through Venmo now?
At Zelensky with 2 eyes.
Okay, got it. Here you go. $25.
Where are the Y's? Are they at the end?
At the end of the name. 2.
All right, let's do this.
Come on, Eric. Tell us what's happening.
Well, actually, it's up to Jared.
A lot of
Tell
pressure.
us. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Well, I was looking into these super pigs a little bit more because
Yeah.
people are buzzing about them, Eric.
Super pigs.
They're very big, very scary pigs.
This is the quote from CBS News here. It says that
We'll make the joke about Hillary.
This is no laughing matter. How dare you?
They crossed a pig with Rosie O'Donnell in their cutting.
it says that wild boars have been deliberately breeding with domestic pigs. They're big, quote, smart, and prolific breeders.
Yeah, oh, that's the thing. Is
Big and smart.
and prolific. Like, that's the thing. No matter how much you kill, like they're trying to kill as many as they can, but
Can't keep
they
up.
procreate like crazy.
Piglet.
Yeah, a lot of super piglets turn into super pigs.
Aw.
Well,
Sounds like a store. Super pig.
Do they have like super bacon? Do they like taste really good?
That's what I want to know. This is the question I don't know. Are we all looking at, here's the problem. Too much bacon, not enough eggs in this country right now.
Oh man.
This is something that needs to be addressed.
Have
We
you
got
ever
super
eaten
pigs.
This is Animal Farm.
Have you ever eaten boar?
Have I eaten boar?
Have you ever had wild boar?
No, I don't eat wild things.
It
I don't
tastes
like wild food.
Slightly gamey pork, but it's
I don't
pretty
like
good.
gamey. I don't like gamey. I don't like
Just a
wild
hint.
things.
It's a
I like
wisp.
corn-fed. I like meat that's been corn-fed.
Mm.
I don't like eating things from the wild where they're out there just deciding what their diet's going to be. I like them to be on a farm. We decide what they're going to eat. That makes the meat taste a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds horrific. If I really dialed down into it, it would be horrific. But I have to say that's what I like. I've gone to some restaurants before. They're like, oh, it's wild game. And I never like it. I never like it.
Not even duck?
No.
No,
interesting-
duck's amazing.
I think duck's
crispy
delicious.
duck is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crispy duck?
Yeah, they cook
Is that
all
like
that
a 7-Eleven?
No, they cook
It's a
all
guy
the
named
fat.
Chris P.
Yeah.
Duck.
Hi, I'm Chris P. Duck. Would you like to try my duck?
I don't like the wild animals. I like them to be bred.
Well, you'd be happy with what Montana's doing. They have a new
What was the super pigs?
They have a new Squeal on the Pigs campaign, urging
Oh.
anyone who has seen
You got
any
a
of these.
narc out of super pig?
You gotta narc.
Squeal on the pigs.
Two super pigs together. They look up. They go, I think that's a narc. Let's eat them. So the damage, the danger is to the land.
Yeah,
right?
they damage the
they tear up
agriculture, the crops,
land.
and the land. Yeah.
People in Montana are very worried about the super pigs coming over.
Another thing that failed president or whatever they call it over there.
Yeah.
Justin
Prime
Trudeau
Minister.
allowing all the pigs to cross the
super
border.
pigs.
The
yeah.
border.
We don't mind if the pigs cross the border. But the super pigs, keep them
We
in your
don't
own
want
country.
the super pigs. We can't stop the birds. The birds fly over.
Yeah,
the
that we can do.
Canadian geese.
Although maybe we could put up a big fence, large, long,
Very high.
very high,
Yes.
very high fence.
Well, you know what?
30,000 feet.
35,000
I mean, how far
feet.
up do birds fly before they can't breathe?
Not that high.
Not that high.
They're probably like
so maybe
15,000 feet.
Okay, we'll get whatever birds can't breathe. We'll just have a
I
chain
never
link
thought about
fence.
them not being able to breathe.
Yeah, well, they can.
You know how
So-
sometimes you see those ones that are circling and they're like really up there.
Yeah, they're up there, but they're not like 30,000 feet up there like on an airplane.
They're up there looking at the prey on the ground. They're circling, and they're going to die.
Just think when you're
I
going
see
up.
birds circling over Everest. So
When you're going up.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I've seen it.
When you have not. When you're going up on a plane, when you're taking off, and you do that thing where you're just going up straight up until you get to like 30,000 feet. The next time you do that, think to yourself, the people who got to the top of Mount Everest, that's how high up they climbed. That's crazy.
30,000 feet.
No, I don't know how much
it's
of Everest is
29,000
under.
feet.
Like I don't know how much you actually climb when you climb Everest, and I don't know how much of it is counted from sea level. Do you start at sea level? Probably not. You start like at base 2 or something.
Right, and they they do count.
But you're up that high. It's like 29,000
are.
feet.
You're
so
up
up
above
that
sea
high.
level, yes.
they can't rescue you from the summit because
No, there's no
there's
way
not
to.
enough air up there to lift you up.
Yeah. So, which I think they should invent something because.
Come on,
Like
Trump.
a wind machine.
A super
How
plane.
about a large slide to come back down? Because I hear most people die on the way down.
That'd be fun.
They get up there and then they're like,
Yeah, the
"Oh."
summit is not the end.
Yeah. Now you got to come back down, and most
halfway.
people die on the way down. So why not just have like a, like in A Christmas Story, like that little slide.
Yeah, super slide.
Making a
And just, like,
tube so
huge, and you
the
just
snow
like,
doesn't get in.
yeah, and you just like, and then put something down at the bottom like a splash. Like a Six Flags kind of splash ride.
That'd be fun.
When you get, wouldn't that be fun?
I would love that.
After you've made it to the top of Mount Everest and you go,
Whee!
wee,
What a nice
For a
reward.
day.
Wee.
going for a full day.
Wee.
If you survive,
I'm gonna go again.
Okay.
fantastic.
Hey, that'd be a nice reward after climbing all the way up that mountain to be able
I
to
don't
slide
believe
down.
anybody who climbs that mountain deserves a reward because they're all
No.
crazy. Who the hell would want to do that? It's insane.
And they climb it, but the people that really climb it are the Sherpas.
Oh yeah, but they do it all the time. They make money. That's the thing about it.
Not a lot.
It's what are you like? You're on the labor rights of
I have
Sherpas
been reading all
in
about Mount
Nepal?
Everest.
What country is it in?
Are they going to?
Nepal.
Are you going
and
to?
India.
Are you going to unionize them? The Sherpas of Nepal.
Hey, they make 4,000 to 10,000 per season. That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
not very much.
Well, you don't know what eggs cost in Nepal. It depends on the local community and the
They
economy.
don't have hardly any meat because it's hard to, you can get yak cheese,
Yum.
which is a gamey cheese, which Eric would not like.
There's probably a soup kitchen 3 blocks from her. She could go down, but she's on about Nepal.
Right.
They have to pay for their own barrels of air or whatever.
Air bubbles. They have to pay for their own air bubbles.
I said barrels,
Oh, I thought you said bubbles.
which is also wrong, but whatever.
It says that their
Do
season.
they take barrels of air up there? Is that
They
how
take
they do it?
tanks and tanks and tanks.
Yeah. What I think is like they're just kind of mocking you because it's a big deal. For the rest of your life, you're going to tell people how you climbed to the summit of Mount Everest, and the Sherpa does it 8 times, a week or something. It's kind of bizarre.
It says their season is 2 to 3 months too. So to make $10,000 for 3 months, it's not too bad.
I like that part where there's just a step ladder.
Here you go.
It's a ladder over a crevasse.
Yeah.
That goes like an entire skyscraper's worth down into the earth.
Yeah, you can watch it on TV. You don't need to climb it.
I don't need to climb it.
Yeah.
What if
You know what you do with your waist when you're up there?
Yeah, well, you
Leave
have to
it,
eat it.
hopefully.
I think you have to eat it. Don't you? No? I'm not. Look, I'm not a mountaineer.
The
I'm not-
Sherpas have to eat it.
That's a bonus.
Not right.
I think the fun part is tossing it over and
Yeah.
watching see if it falls on somebody.
The morning rush hour.
Jam-packed bumper to bumper.
Evening rush hour.
All lanes are shut down.
And everything in between.
Crash still on the right lane, 85 northbound Hamilton.
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
Slow beginning at Piedmont Avenue 75 South Slow.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic. Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Electrical. Let's show our home some love this month. Coolray can help with great deals like $50 off any electrical service, 10% off any plumbing repair, and up to $2,250 in rebates on new Carrier heating and cooling systems. Your house will get the expert service it needs, so you'll stay comfortable all season long. Simply go to Coolray.com and book your appointment for the day and time that works best for you. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Maximize every space in your home and get organized with Artisan Custom Closets. From master closets to pantries, mudrooms, and garages, Artisan will collaborate with you to design an affordable and luxurious space tailored to your needs. Visit artisancustomclosets.com.
February is Heart Health Month, and there's no better time to take care of your heart. This is Scott Slade. It's the perfect month to call Virtual Imaging and get your free heart scan to help you stay ahead of heart disease before you even know there's a problem. You've been hearing us talk about how Virtual Imaging's free heart scan can save lives. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and any problem with your heart that you can detect early means you have a better chance of living a longer life. Call Virtual Imaging today and get your free heart scan. What are you waiting for? Call 770-678-SCAN. It's quick, painless, and you'll get a clearer picture of your heart's health so you know where you stand. And it's a great way to mark Heart Health Month. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Virtual Imaging now and schedule your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. It's quick, easy, and could save your life. I've done it. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Because your heart deserves it. If not for yourself, do it for your family.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we know that convenience is key. That's why we've made mattress shopping simple and stress-free. Shop in-store or online, whatever works best for you. No high-pressure sales tactics or fake promotions. Our prices are clearly marked, and we openly compare our products to other brands. With our streamlined selection, you won't be overwhelmed by duplicate options, and our 365-day comfort policy provides for peace of mind. Experience the ease of buying factory direct. Visit OMF today for better sleep tonight.
At Cigna Healthcare, it's not just about getting healthy, it's about staying healthy. That's why we're designing a better way to treat obesity, starting with ensuring that those who need GLP-1s have access to them. But everyone is different, so we support them in many different ways, like helping them see a nutritionist.
Keep it up. You're doing great.
When it comes to healthcare, a better experience means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard's Equity Advance, you'll unlock cash so you can buy your new home before you sell your old home. Skip the selling hassles and check it out at Orchard.com.
At Coosa Valley Credit Union, we're committed to offering our members the most competitive interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 4.49%. This is Andy Harris, President of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us at a branch near you.
Equal opportunity lender.
At Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, buying a new car is more than a transaction. It's an experience. Take advantage of their exclusive offers and enjoy luxury amenities like their complimentary guest cafe featuring Starbucks and convenient working stations. Visit ButlerLexusSouthAtlanta.com and drive luxury today.
EMC Security.
Meet EMC Security's hero of the home.
After some break-ins in my neighborhood, it got me thinking about my family's security. A friend recommended EMC Security, so I called them. Now I have peace of mind that my family is safe without having to sign a long-term contract.
Way to go, Sarah. Be the hero of your home with no contracts, fast and reliable monitoring, and rates as low as $16.95.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
2, 3, 4.
Walking in the park.
Thank you, Robert Plant. Appreciate you stopping by.
You're welcome.
All right, I guess we should do What's the Buzz? Tell me what's happening.
People are buzzing about the city killer asteroid because now, Eric,
it went up again.
It went up as it now has a 3.1% chance of hitting Earth.
2 weeks ago, it was like 1.2. Then they went to 2.1.
Now 3.1.
3.6. I would say get your paperwork together, but it really doesn't matter if we're all going to go.
Are we all going to go there?
No, it's a city killer.
Yeah.
They say it's a city killer. It will affect the planet quite a bit. No, this is now Trump when he's doing all this stuff, and you got Elon Musk. They have tested a system, I believe last year or the year before. They did move one of these asteroids. That wasn't a danger. They just picked one to see if they could move it, and they did. So now that we've gone from 1.2% chance of being hit by this thing in 2032 to 3.6 now.
It's 3.1.
3.1. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, 3.1.
Hey, listen, that's
how
good.
About,
That's
how about
good. Less of a chance.
Just so that we can get into the habit of it, why don't we just get that thing cranked up? Why don't we just go ahead and move this asteroid just to show that we can do it?
These the Russians and the Chinese claim that they have the same.
I'm probably not going to live past. I'm probably not going to make it out of the 30s, but I don't want to go in 2032. Come on, the 30s very well may be my last decade. I don't want to be taken out by a rock.
Well, thankfully, the track is, if it were to hit Earth, it would hit the southern hemisphere and would kill one of those cities.
I have
there.
friends in the southern hemisphere. I don't want it to happen to them.
I don't
either.
want it to happen
And by the
either.
way, it's not going to hit anybody and not have an effect on everybody. Maybe it's not going to kill
Yeah, we'll
everybody.
have a
it's going to have an
mini ice
effect.
age.
It's going to have some kind of effect on everybody.
Yeah, we'll have a mini ice age as
So
all the
Trump
dust
and
goes in.
Elon, let's go. Let's just for the fun of it, let's just go 100%. Let's move this.
No, I don't care.
Let's move this
I
asteroid.
don't care about the rock. I will be gone by the time that rock hits.
It's only going to be 2032. You could very well still be
I
here.
could be 90 waiting for the rock.
Okay. So let's move the rock. It's my new campaign.
Move the rock.
Move the rock.
Move that rock.
But
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting though because again
Let's
claim
get these unemployed bureaucrats to go do something. They can stand on each other's shoulders until we can reach the asteroid and push it out of the way. Something.
We claim
There's
that
a reason to pay them.
that we have the ability to move it, but also the Russians and Chinese claim that they have the ability to move it as well too.
Okay.
Well, let's have a war over it. Whoever
Yeah.
wins the war wins the opportunity to go move the rock. I've always thought that it's somewhat hilarious that no matter how technologically advanced we get on the planet Earth, we're talking about AI, we're arguing about whether it's going to wake up and control the world, and yet with all that technology, we can still be taken out by a stupid rock. It's just a dumb rock.
I mean, we could be taken out by illness. It's the same kind of thing. It's like nature's going to get you.
Oh, so you're saying do nothing. That's what it sounds like to me. You're just saying, hey, let's not waste
no,
the money.
it's do everything now because it's coming.
Oh, so you're saying like double down on everything. Double the sex,
Yeah.
double the food, double everything. Double everything up.
Just, no, because you got to do enough so that you don't die too soon.
When that rock comes out, I'll be getting it on. Say, come on!
Eating cake.
That's right.
Bring it, Rock.
Eating
cake and getting it on.
Yes, I'll be doing everything. Shooting guns into the air.
Eating wild boar.
I'll take care of that asteroid. It gets close to me. I'll just shoot it.
It's like riding that A-bomb down to the ground.
They ain't nothing but a space drone. I shot one of those over my lawn last year. I'll shoot that space rock. That stupid space rock. It wants to mess with America. You know what, space rock? You messed with the wrong country, and you're about to find out.
Get.
That's going to be the name of the program.
Get.
I think some asteroid parties would be really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, asteroid parties are fun until the very end.
If you can see it, you know it's not going to hit you.
Well, you're still going to. What do you think happens the next day? You think there's anything left at the grocery store? I mean, it is going to affect. If something like that were to happen, that would be a mind shaker.
What if you're a prepper?
For everybody.
What if you're ready?
If you're a prepper, and are you a friend of Eric Von Hessler's and he's made fun of you over the years, look for a knock at the door and let me in because I've always been so very nice to you. That's what I plan on doing. I don't do the prepping thing, but I have a lot of friends who are preppers. And, you know, I entertain them and make them laugh. I really feel like, you know, if I knock on the door, that they'll go, let him in. And then I get, you know, my whole family in behind me. And then we just start eating all the food, pissing everybody off.
Well, the nice thing about the
Hey, guys. Hey, by the way, we're all down here for 25 years, so let's get along.
The nice thing about the prepper food, too, is at least it's like a bunch of powders and stuff. You just put some water on it.
A lot of rice.
Becomes a thing.
Get used to rice.
Hey, I used the
I
bucket.
hope you like rice.
You got that bucket?
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you're done, you use it for the other stuff.
Right.
You know, first you use it for the in, then you use it for the out. Listen, we're down here for 25 years. Everyone get along. Who brought the children? Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm not staying down here.
I want it.
I'm not listening to this. Can you imagine, like, after a nuclear war, you're down in some kind of shelter, and the family has, like, 4 kids under the age of 10? I would just open that. All right, I'm going to be Jason Robards in the day after. I'm just going to wander around until I fall from dandruff cancer or whatever it was he had.
Why couldn't it have taken me?
You wouldn't have enjoyed having all the kids running around playing with each other.
No, they will have nothing to do except drive
They'll
you
have
nuts.
nothing to do. It's like let me tell you something.
They'll have their cars.
For about 24 hours, you can get them to do the Crayola crayon thing. Then how many times do we all have to watch Cars on DVD over and over again for 25 years? No thanks.
Mater?
These kids are dumb. Have you noticed? Kids are dumb. I don't know if anybody's noticed this. Kids are not smart. Well, oh, you want an example? Well, they'll watch the same movie 150 times in 2 days. That means they're not very smart.
They may have missed something.
Well, they're going to be missing me when I open that hatch and just go outside.
Let all the radiation in.
I'll go outside, take a deep breath. Get that radiation in there. Save me from these damn kids.
When it comes to your home, quality is crucial. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. Quality comes first. We have the most experienced exterior craftsmen in the industry.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
So what's going on with the market regarding interest rates? This is Scott Slate. Seems each week we're getting new predictions. If you've been waiting for the right time to buy a new house or refinance, the time is now. And here's why. Talking to my friends at Myland about this, they bring up a good point. Imagine rates drop by a full percentage point. What do you think will happen to home prices? They're likely to go up even higher. We'll be back in bidding wars. So the home you're considering buying today could actually be more expensive, even though the rate might be lower. The best option is to act now. Buy the home you want, and remember that Myland will have your back once rates come down. Myland makes the refinance process easy, and they'll be there to help you lower your payment when the timing is right. Call Myland, 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com, spelled it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769, located at 8995 West Side Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. But don't just take our word for it. Here's Jackie and Veronica, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Just call or click to see how much you can save today. Because when it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit ConsumerCellular.com. That's 1-888-FREEDOM or ConsumerCellular.com today. Real people paid to share their opinions in this ad. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 888-471-3896. That's 888-471-3896. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, it could be Georgia's version of DOGE. Legislation supporters say would make Georgia's government more efficient. Is causing a stir under the Gold Dome.
It's known as the Red Tape Rollback Act, but Democrats say it's an effort to bring DOGE to Georgia.
It's a power grab.
Senator Emanuel Jones, the bill requires that state agencies review their operations and find ways to save money, and it also requires that the impact of new laws on businesses be taken into account. Republican State Senator Greg Dolezal.
This bill looks to reduce red tape on both small and large businesses in the state of Georgia so that Georgia remains the #1 place to do business.
The legislation has the backing of prominent Republicans, including Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
47 degrees in Atlanta. Rain comes to an end, but now brace for bitter cold. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. One man is dead, another is in custody after a shooting near a Gwinnett County McDonald's. The restaurant located at 4915 Sugarloaf Parkway. Police say there was an argument that led to the shooting. The victim was found near a car and the suspect was still nearby. Big news for the metro Atlanta economy as Duracell announces it is bringing its global headquarters for research and development to Science Square near Georgia Tech.
It's an incredible endorsement of the region's talent.
Christy Brigman with the Metro Atlanta Chamber says the battery maker is bringing 110 new jobs to the tech sector.
High-skilled, high-wage jobs and a great opportunity for a lot of residents in the area for job growth.
The new facility is due to open in the summer of 2026. A businesswoman and former Georgia senator wins approval to lead the nation's Small Business Administration.
In a 52-46 vote, the Senate confirms Kelly Loeffler as head of the Small Business Administration.
The nomination is confirmed.
Loeffler served in the Senate for a short time before losing in a special election to Senator Raphael Warnock in 2021. Warnock did not vote to confirm Loeffler, saying he would not support any cabinet nominee who will hurt Georgia's small business. Senator John Ossoff also voting no, saying he'd prefer someone less political in the role. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Snellville man accused of murdering his pregnant 16-year-old girlfriend last summer has a new bond hearing set. Jesus Monroy was rearrested last week and taken back to jail after the Gwinnett County DA's office put new evidence in front of a grand jury. Monroy, who is 20, now faces sexual abuse allegations, including charges of child molestation and statutory rape. He'll ask a judge for bond on April 2nd. 2 days after the rollover plane crash in Toronto, we are hearing from the CEO of Atlanta-based Delta Airlines.
Ed Bastian tells CBS Mornings this is the exact situation crew members prepare for.
The crew on board the plane, our Endeavor crew, performed heroically, but also as expected. This is what we train for.
80 people were on board the flight. 21 people were injured as a result.
This incident, as terrible as it appears, was something that we'll learn from. They'll make us better.
He also says while there have been several aviation incidents in recent weeks, air travel in the U.S. is still the safest available mode of transportation. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
New concern about sextortion scams online linked to teen suicides. During testimony on Capitol Hill today, South Carolina state lawmaker Brandon Guffey talks about losing his teen son to suicide after he was scammed by a man in Nigeria.
Sometimes God sends you down a path that you never thought you would be on. In July of 2022, I lost my oldest son, Gavin Guffey, to suicide.
Experts say predators target teens by getting them to share explicit photos online. Several streets in Midtown Atlanta will be closed tonight for a film shoot by Tyler Perry Productions. The closures are in the area around Tech Square, including sections of Ponce de Leon Avenue, West Peachtree, Spring Street, and William Street. The closures are in effect from 9 tonight until 6 tomorrow morning. The filming is for the second season of the Netflix series Beauty in Black. You can see a map of the closure area at WSB. WSBradio.com. It is now 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather and triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Good afternoon, Bill. Got some better news for commuters heading through Sandy Springs. Had all lanes blocked for a few minutes. 285 eastbound, the inner loop, Riverside Drive, exit 24. Got some school bus trouble out of the roadway. Lanes are back open there. You slow again in Dorville on the inner loop, 285 east and southbound, leaving Peachtree Boulevard, passing I-85 in Chamblee-Tucker, with 285 westbound delays coming out of Dunwoody from Ashford-Dunwoody Road into Sandy Springs over to Roswell Road. On and off the brakes, southbound through Smyrna Vinings as you head down to I-20, the West Freeway. Already seen the brake lights through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
We're dealing with some better news. 7585 southbound past William Street, exit 249. Stall has cleared, but those delays remain past the downtown merge. And northbound rides, you're a little slow starting at I-20, getting around the Grady Hospital curve. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies this evening as temperatures fall into the mid-20s for tomorrow morning. However, breezy conditions will make the feels like wind chill conditions in the teens. Not much of a warm-up through the afternoon despite the sunshine. Highs in the mid-30s. Wind chills remain in the 20s. Actual lows on Friday morning in the upper teens to low 20s. Mostly sunny Friday afternoon, high 46.
45 in Johns Creek and Brookhaven, 46 in Fairburn. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I love that. I'm just enjoying all of this. Now, CNN, Trump parrots Putin, falsely calls Zelensky a dictator. As if that's not an opinion that anyone has. This is just settled facts. We know that he's not. Now, let's just throw a few things. I'm not saying he is necessarily, but I mean, he has been. Let's say been 3 years now that no elections. Usually, that's something you would, 3 years of the war. I mean, it's long past time for him to be having elections.
When was he due up for election?
I believe I don't. When
they
did
have
he
5-year terms. When
Yeah.
was he elected? 2019. So
yeah, I thought it was 2019.
So that would be 2024.
So there's that element of it. I'm not saying anything. Well, Eric, they're at war. I know Abraham Lincoln. Here he got reelected during a rather large conflagration.
What was that one called again?
Called the Civil War.
Oh,
and but Eric, their Constitution, the one we wrote back in 2015. Okay. Also, what I would say to Jake Tapper, and I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not telling you what I believe necessarily, but I would challenge Jake Tapper this. How about this? Why don't you fly to Kyiv, go to the town square, bring yourself a bullhorn, and start shouting negative things about Zelensky, and let's see what happens in this free speech paradise that has a leader that thinks nothing about anything else but democracy all day long, and when he goes to sleep, he dreams about it until he wakes back up again. Just go there with a bullhorn, town square, middle of Kyiv, and just start shouting negative things about Zelensky, and let's just see if people say, well, that's just a brother who is practicing free speech in here, the home of democracy. Let's see if that happens, because I think Anderson Cooper and Jake Tapper, normally, if you weren't allowed to be negative about a country's leader who hadn't faced election in a number of years, and you went to jail because you said negative things about that leader, I'm thinking Anderson Cooper, Jake Tapper usually would think that might be a dictator. I'm not saying that it is. What I'm saying is it's not absolutely, totally ridiculous to ask the question. So this is how it's going now. Zelensky is calling Trump names. CNN is siding with Zelensky. Who has the leverage here? Is this a good play for Zelensky? I've been looking at this Trump, and usually if you shame him publicly, he'll change his mind. Is this the thing that Zelensky should be doing whatever is best for his people at all times? Picking a fight with the President of the United States, no matter how much you disagree with him, doesn't seem like a good move. And if he thinks that he doesn't need the United States anymore and it's going to be Europe that backs him up in the next 10 years of this war that he never wants to end, good luck on that. Have you seen Europe? They're not exactly a military powerhouse these days. So, every once in a while you just have to realize where you are and you go out there and you get the best deal you can get. And that's kind of where he is right now. The CNN and Zelensky together are going to change Trump's mind. What is it about? Are the American people going to rise up and say, get this guy out of here? We need to continue this war. I don't understand what the end game here is for this. Zelensky, the days of showing up at the Grammys and the Oscars and getting a standing ovation are long behind you. Yet it seems like you're still using that playbook.
Well, I'm going to be doing a concert at the Kennedy Center.
That one might be canceled.
No, I canceled it. It was sold out, and because Trump took it over,
You
I
canceled it. Yeah, of course. Any self-respecting artist would.
Like that singer did. By the way, more Putin talking points from you.
Everything that I say, you accuse me of being Putin's talking
Because
points.
you're saying the wrong thing.
So if I say what you want me to say, then I'm not doing Putin's
That
talking
we
points.
are a poor democracy invaded by the bully to our east.
Can I take a bullhorn to the town square in Kyiv and yell negative things about Zelensky all day long?
You can if you want to spend the next year in jail.
But you're not a dictator.
No.
I'm glad we got that straight. What's the buzz, Jared Yamamoto? Tell me what's happening.
People are buzzing about porn star Bonnie Blue, who is sparking pregnancy.
Bonnie Blue, hold on. She was the one who had sex with 1,000 men.
1,057
Well,
men.
999 men. And one we don't really know.
1,057 men in a day. This is just weeks
1,057
in one day, and it was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now she's sparking pregnancy rumors, and they
now
don't know
Tim
who
says
the
there are
dad
community
is.
notes here.
I've seen community notes on posts. This started on TikTok. One person was talking about it, and then things
Can I
go
just
viral.
say that if it is true, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well.
And you say we don't.
I would be surprised. When you're going to do that many,
Well,
you're protected.
One could break here or there. Here's
No, but there's more than one goalie.
okay. I just want to say this. Jared Yamamoto said that we don't know who the dad is. I've narrowed it down to 1,057 people.
And out of how many people are in the world, that's not bad.
That's not too bad. I think we can find it. I think we could do 1,057 DNA paternity test, and we'll get this kid a good father. Listen, you know what? I think she's going to be a good mom. She's going to teach her kids to dream. The impossible dream.
You can do
Don't-
anything.
Don't let people tell you what you can't do.
That's right. You can be
Anything's
whatever you want to
possible.
be.
If you're sedulous, you can get it done. And Bonnie Blue was nothing if not sedulous.
You can do anyone you put your mind to.
You can do anyone you put your mind to. I did another sedulous there. I'm going to give myself, I didn't have
Sedulous.
to. I didn't have
Sedulous.
to. I'd already done it, but
The fact that
I wanted to give the audience double value. That's the kind of mood I'm in today.
This is how you know that this story is picking up, though. The fact that Newsweek has it, Daily Mail, TMZ,
What about the Von Hessler
Barstool, and
Doctrine?
the Sun.
What about the Von Hessler Doctrine?
Now the Von Hessler
Now
Doctrine's
it's a
got-
story. Now
Yeah.
that it's not a story until we do it. Right, Autumn? It's not a story till we do it. If we don't cover it, it wasn't worth talking about.
What is it even?
It's not worth talking about. That's
you
what
go.
it is. And isn't.
That's what it's not.
Did you say snot?
That's what it's not.
It's a family show, for heaven's sake. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that. If your children,
Turns
your
out-
children heard that. Turns out what?
I can't even say it now.
But you can't say it.
Because I didn't want to
All
get...
right, let's not get in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble. All right, so from the press rundown here, people are
The press rundown. I've been. This is a new one on me. I'm seeing stuff in this thing called the press rundown. They're
Yes.
pretty straightforward stories. I don't know who's behind it. I don't know if it's Soros or Peter Thiel.
Elon Musk.
I don't know which
Musk has got another
oligarch is
one.
behind it,
No,
but it's
not
pretty
me.
straightforward
Not
news.
me.
He's got to get enough time there, Elon. You sure you don't have another site going here?
Hey, Elon,
positive, yes.
this is what I want to know from you, because you
Right.
believe in procreation. You don't think people are having enough kids.
I think more Americans should have children, yes.
All right, so you have 13 now.
Right,
If this
yeah.
bastard child of yours is
12 and a half.
It's okay. Let's say 13. Let's round up.
All right.
If you care so much about this,
Yeah.
and I wonder in real life, could he do it? If I said, Elon, name all of your children, could he just rattle them off?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
X,
E.
the other one. I don't know. Look,
X
you
seems to
put
be
me
your
on the
favorite.
spot. You really put me on the spot.
I mean, yeah, anybody could look it up. Elon Musk could look it up. But if you walked up to Elon Musk and just said, right now,
Kai, Saxon.
you're looking it up on Google.
Damien, Griffin, Nevada.
Damien.
Tau Techno
McCalbow.
His name is Tau Techno Mechanicus.
Chick.
And, Vivian Jenner. And that's just some of them.
Is this making sense? I mean,
yes.
I think this making sense.
How come there's only 7 listed?
I don't know.
Grimes.
Maybe they can't keep up with you.
Oh no, Grimes. The kids with Grimes are Exodoc Sidriel.
Yeah.
XAEA-XII.
That's the one you're carrying around with you on Capitol Hill.
And Techno Mechanicus.
Mechanicus.
And then there's other ones.
Do you think that they end up being like called to get nicknames like Sparky or something? You know?
They better.
Hey, Junior.
He needs the Neuralink just to remember all of his children's names.
He's got a chip.
Yeah.
Alex Williams says there are brake lights through downtown.
We are watching them, Eric. It is slow. It's gotten a little bit better heading southbound from the 85-400 merge, but brake lights finding you again right around 17th Street as you travel 75-85 southbound down toward I-20. Northbound delays from I-20 breaking free up around 10th Street in the Midtown area. On the south side, 75 northbound on and off the brakes from Highway 155, exit 216 in McDonough as you make that commute up to Jodico Road. Southbound, 75 southbound, just a tap of the brakes. That's that merging madness in Clayton County before and after I-285. How are we looking on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, they're starting to get jammed leaving Spaghetti Junction, I-285, but those rides start to thin out as you approach Beaver Ruin Road. And now looking at Georgia 400 northbound, just a slight tap of the brakes getting past the North Springs MARTA station. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta.
U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia announces his resignation.
If it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta.
Some brake lights out of Cobb County, I-20 eastbound.
We've got it covered.
The U.S. Surgeon General is warning about a link between alcohol and cancer.
Your 24/7 news source.
Covering the stories that impact you.
Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
You wouldn't leave the door open when it's freezing cold outside, right? You just let all that cold air in. Christina Epworth here. If you have a vented crawl space, that's exactly what is happening. The vents are letting cold air into your home, causing your heating bills to go up. But call my friends at American Crawl Space Solutions. They will encapsulate your crawl space, keeping the air under your home not just dry, but also nice and warm. AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com. Your best value for crawl space repair.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
February is Heart Health Month, and there's no better time to take care of your heart. This is Scott Slade. It's the perfect month to call Virtual Imaging and get your free heart scan to help you stay ahead of heart disease before you even know there's a problem. You've been hearing us talk about how Virtual Imaging's free heart scan can save lives. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and any problem with your heart that you can detect early means you have a better chance of living a longer life. Call Virtual Imaging today and get your free heart scan. What are you waiting for? Call 770-678-SCAN. It's quick, painless, and you'll get a clear picture of your heart's health so you know where you stand. And it's a great way to mark Heart Health Month. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Virtual Imaging now and schedule your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. It's quick, easy, and could save your life. I've done it. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Because your heart deserves it. If not for yourself, do it for your family.
The following is a paid commercial announcement. Governor Kemp is protecting consumers from high costs and standing with small businesses.
The failure to act on meaningful tort reform will continue to put Georgians and their livelihoods in serious jeopardy.
Georgians are paying a hidden tax because of a broken system, over $5,000 a year. Car insurance, health care, everything costs more. Call Senator Strickland at 404-656-0508. Tell him to stand with Governor Kemp and pass tort reform. Paid for by protecting American consumers together.
Dave Baker here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. You know some warning signs that your home's foundation needs help, like sinking concrete slabs, bowed walls, sticking windows, or sagging floors? If your home has any of these symptoms, AquaGuard Foundation Solutions is here to help you. They'll send an expert technician out to address the problem and work with you to find the best solution for your home and your budget. Schedule your free inspection at aquaguard.net now. When it comes to foundation issues, remember, AquaGuard.
Looking to get organized in style? The brand new Artisan Custom Closets showroom is now open near Trilith Studios in Fayetteville. Step inside and explore stunning closet designs, stylish finishes, and smart storage solutions, all crafted with superior quality. From closets to garages, pantries, mudrooms, and home offices, we create spaces that work for you. Come see, touch, and experience the Artisan difference. Meet with a designer for your free consultation and start your custom project today. Artisan Custom Closets, now open near Trilith Studios in Fayetteville.
Yeah, dragging middle-aged men off of city buses and forcing them to their front lines against their will. That's not something a dictator would do. I'd never. No,
That very much sounds like a Putin talking point.
I don't know how anybody could even ask the question. These were people who just didn't realize how much they wanted to go fight and die at the front lines. They just had to be convinced by their leader, that's all. Again, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it's just absolutely ridiculous that somebody would think of someone like Zelensky ever as a dictator. I mean, when you're a free person, sometimes you get dragged off a city bus when you're 48 years old and forced to the front lines. That's just the way that it happens.
That's normal
in a free society, for heaven's sakes.
Happens here constantly.
Yeah, ask Jake Tapper. He knows.
Yeah.
All right, Yamamoto, for maybe the last time this show, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
People are buzzing about your favorite website, the Press Rundown, Eric.
Oh, I thought you meant YouPorn.
Well,
that's not my favorite website.
Sorry,
you like Pornhub better.
It's a toss-up. Sometimes I don't even know which one I'm on. They all seem to have the same stuff.
Content.
Yeah. Content.
Yeah, it's
That's what
content.
I think of it as content. That's what I think of it as. I don't like if sometimes you'll be in one of those moods. You know the kind of mood I'm talking about. And you'll think that you're trying to get to one of these disgusting, horrible sites, so it'll show you a particular film. And they all say they have it, and then you go there and they just have like a bunch of stuff that's under that same type of thing. I didn't say any housewives.
Which housewife?
There was a particular one that I was going for.
The housewife.
It doesn't impress me that you got 50 videos about housewives, not the one that I'm looking for.
What's her name?
Hazel.
Hi, Mr. B. Oh, I didn't see you there. Let
Sorry.
me take my clothes off.
My favorite porn site is homemakers.com. Yes.
People are buzzing about Elon Musk's new Grok 3
Ooh,
on
yeah.
X. I haven't gotten it yet.
You
Although
can make video games on it.
It did tell me that I would be in the test run very soon. Grok 3 is rolling out when I looked at my X account.
Oh, you have to brag. What are you, one of the beautiful people? Are you going to be in Grok's test run?
Grok
Grok 3,
so.
I heard the price was
Grok
going up
3.
for some of this stuff. He's like doubling the price.
Nothing's free.
Well, nothing's free. And so is Grok 3 better than
Grok 2?
DeepSeek? Well, it better be better than Grok 2. That's the idea of these numbers. I don't know if you...
It'd be funny if it got worse.
Is it really Grok 3 or is it just the Grok 2.1? That's what I want to know.
I just asked it, and here's what it said. I'm Grok 2. There is no Grok 3 yet. You're stuck with me for now, but I'll do my best to help you.
A little bit of humor. That doesn't scare me at all when machines start to make me laugh. That doesn't frighten me at all. They're just our friends. That's all.
Yes, people need friends.
Get used to it. Until The Rock hits us in 2032.
I want that robot.
Elon is claiming that Grok...
The real sex robot?
No, the woman robot or the man robot that just hang out and talk to you. There's no sex involved.
Tell you how great you are.
You are
Man,
very
you
cool.
are the best. Man, you are. I wish I was you.
Let's get high and watch South Park.
Oh, what a friend.
Elon is saying that this Grok 3 is going to be competitive with OpenAI and China's DeepSeek.
Elon says a lot of things. I don't know if you've noticed that. Some of them come true.
Is this making sense? I mean,
Is this making sense? I mean, so...
I just want to see the moment before that. I guess I'm going to have to go watch this thing. You only made it through the first two segments of the Hannity, Trump,
Well,
Elon.
because it was just, nothing against it. I thought the information that they brought up was interesting, but, Hannity...
Too much of a love fest.
Yeah, he's too friendly to them. And
Well, that's the problem with this presidency is the press that you go to is either adoring or absolutely hates him. So that's the only kind of, at least from television. But it's all over most of the other stuff. But I just think when you read the news, you can read through that stuff a little bit easier. Television, you get whipped up. People get mad at each other, and you're like, yeah, punch him in the face. It's like, that doesn't really happen when you're reading about news. When you're watching TV, sometimes you can get lathered up.
It would have been nice to
Kick
see
that guy in the head.
Well,
He's wrong.
It would have been nice, to your point, to see Hannity actually ask a challenging
Mr. President,
question.
why are you falsely claiming, and by the way, echoing Putin's talking points, that Zelensky is a dictator?
And by the way, that's a question that probably Sean Hannity should ask, because he's part of the apparatus that told us that Zelensky was not only not a dictator, but he was created in heaven, dipped in vanilla, and sent down to us by the angels, which basically was the first year of that war. The man could do no wrong. And Hannity was part of that. So this is different for him. He doesn't agree with Trump on this.
Neither does Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana, Mr. Douglas. He's a thug.
Yeah, that's an official word. Thug. He's a thug. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with
bully.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. But he is in charge of a country that has over 16,000 nuclear weapons. That's more than we have. So thug, or whatever you want to call him, kind of seems to me like if you don't want to have a nuclear war, you got to deal with the thug. You can call him whatever you want, but the Biden administration's problem was that they never called him. When you got a thing going on between you and the only president in the world that actually has more nuclear weapons than you pick up the phone. Nobody. There's that whole our intelligence community stuff. They still think it's post World War II, and they want to play by these diplomatic games. If you don't agree with us we don't talk to you, and we get up and we walk out of rooms, and deal with that. We're not talking to you. See, that's playground nonsense, and it may have worked in 1948, but it's not 1948 anymore. Too many countries have nukes. Once they've got them and they start doing stuff that are upsetting to you, pick up the effing phone. Alex Williams says there are delays on 285 in DeKalb County.
Watching the brake light battle, 285 eastbound, the inner loop in Doraville, starting right at Buford Highway. Stay slow as everybody tries to ramp onto I-85 northbound there in Spaghetti Junction. Delays continue past I-85, taking 285 south, on and off the brakes down into the Clarkston area. If you're traveling 285 westbound, the outer loop, you slow right at Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Roswell Road. Then the sluggish ride continues passing Truist Park, heading southbound through the Smyrna Vinings area. Luckily, no crashes in the way right now. How is the ride on either side of I-20? Kobe Dawkins.
Well, looking over on the east side, 20 eastbound, tracking some brake lights once you get to Wesley Chapel Road, and then you free up a little bit past Panola Road. Over on the west side, 20 westbound, minor delays leaving the perimeter, getting past Fulton Industrial Boulevard, and then you are free and clear of delays getting into Douglasville. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, this is Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations, the preferred deck experts heard on the Home Fix-It Show. We're well known for our superior craftsmanship for decks and outdoor living spaces. And at Ben Hill Renovations, we provide that same attention to detail when it comes to roofing, siding, windows, and doors. All our projects, including roofing, siding, and windows, come with a dedicated project manager to explain the steps in detail and to make sure your job is done right. Our crews show up when we say we will and get your project done on time and on budget. We're fully licensed and insured, and all work is backed by the Ben Hill Workmanship Warranty. Plus, with over 60 years of experience, you can count on quality craftsmanship for any roofing, siding, window, or door project. So get your project started today and call to schedule a free estimate. Or stop by our showroom in Douglasville to see the many different options, styles, and finishes available. Online at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, with a personal invitation for you to join our newest branches in Woodstock, Canton, or Dallas. We've been in business in Northwest Georgia for 70 years, and we're proud to now offer kinder banking to Cobb, Cherokee, and Paulding County, where you'll always speak to a real person. With 11 locations, Coosa Valley Credit Union is always local and nearby. Experience kinder banking and stop in a Coosa Valley Credit Union branch near you.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
When it's time to replace your windows, make sure you have options and get to choose the energy-efficient window that is right for your home, your style, and your budget. Dave Baker here for the only window company I recommend, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson, you're in charge. Choose from many top-rated window manufacturers like Anderson and MI, all backed by Nelson's worry-free lifetime labor warranty. For your replacement windows, pick the company that's more picky than you. Google Nelson Exteriors.
You got your termite billed and they raised your rate again. Switch to Breda Pest Management and your rate's locked in for 10 years. BredaPest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, we have an update on new life-saving measures in Cobb County. First responders administered their first blood transfusion in the field.
Just 4 days ago, the Cobb County Medical Operations team started carrying blood, and the team's David Kleinman says it saved a life following a car crash on Veterans Memorial Highway in Mableton. When they arrived on scene, a woman was unresponsive, no pulse, no blood pressure.
As I was ministering the blood, the patient became awake. The patient actually looked at us, started talking to us, which was an amazing feat. It was like a Lazarus moment.
He says if this accident had happened 5 days ago, the outcome would have been much different. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
46 degrees in Atlanta. Bitter cold is on the way tomorrow. Bundle up. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. DOGE could be coming to Georgia in its own form. The so-called Red Tape Rollback Act would require state agencies look at ways to cut costs and consider the business impact of new rules and regulation. Democratic State Senator Emmanuel Jones worries it will lead to state job cuts.
Certainly the next step is why do we need the agencies? And the next step is certainly to attempt to eliminate certain agencies as well as cut the employment in this great state.
Republicans say the bill will reduce red tape so Georgia remains the #1 state to do business. A big get for Metro Atlanta's economy. Duracell picks Midtown for its new global headquarters for research and development.
The battery maker will invest more than $50 million in the facility at Science Square adjacent to the Georgia Tech campus with a planned opening date of summer 2026. With it comes 110 job opportunities. The governor's office making the announcement this morning with Brian Kemp saying Georgia has set itself apart as a leader in attracting innovative companies with our research institutions, world-class logistics network, and pro-business environment. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia's largest county shares the lessons learned after a massive hack attack and how to protect others.
It's now been a year since Fulton County's first of 2 back-to-back ransomware attacks by the cyber gang Lockbit.
They shut down all of our systems and held us hostage.
County Commission Chair Rob Pitts says one of the most important steps was refusing to use taxpayer money or any money to pay the ransom. Now he wants to make it impossible for other lawmakers to have to struggle with that decision.
I'm working with our state legislature to enact such a law here in Georgia that will prohibit any local entity from paying a ransom in the future.
At least 3 states have similar legislation. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
New information out today on skeletal remains found in Gwinnett County earlier this month. The medical examiner confirms it is a human skull found in the area of Highway 316 and Duluth Highway. A construction crew working in the area of Northside Gwinnett Hospital found the skull. It belongs to a white man ranging in age from 35 to 70 years old. No other skeletal remains were found in the area. We posted a forensic sketch at WSBradio.com, and anyone with information should contact Lawrenceville Police. We are hearing from one of the passengers on the Delta Airlines plane that flipped upside down as it landed in Toronto on Monday. Nick Costigan says the crash didn't keep him from flying that very same day.
I got right back on a plane and flew home. So that came with a little bit of nerves. It came with some heavy heartbeats.
All 80 people on board survived. He says it was especially nervous as the plane made its final approach into Minneapolis. Confidence in air travel is slipping over the past year. CBS's Linda Kenyon reports on the results of a new poll.
The Associated Press NORC poll finds 64% of adults believe air travel is very safe or somewhat safe. That's down from 71% in a previous poll. The decline suggests Americans are somewhat rattled by recent events, including the mid-air collision between an American Airlines passenger jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C.
It is now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
And watching some brake lights continue through downtown, heading south from the 85-400 merge down to I-20. On and off the brakes as well. Northbound from I-20 as you head up into Midtown, braking free as you pass the Varsity. If you're traveling I-20 eastbound into Cobb County, really slow actually both ways, 20 east and west between 285 and Panola Road. And on the West Freeway, 20 westbound, tapping the brakes from 285 out to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Right lane slow eastbound, trying to ramp on to that west side perimeter. How is the ride on the south side, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, track and ride 75 northbound moving through McDonough. Minor delays stretching from North McDonough Road getting to Jonesboro Road. Southbound rides, you're looking pretty good, leaving I-675 until you get to Jonesboro Road. Slight tap of the brakes getting to McDonough-Hampton Road. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies and breezy as that cold air moves in. Lows tonight in the mid-20s. The wind chills will be in the teens. Tomorrow, sunny skies, but not much of a warm-up. Daytime highs in the mid-30s. Wind chills remain in the 20s. Actual lows on Friday morning in the upper teens to low 20s.
Right now it's 42 in Stone Mountain, 45 in Douglasville, and 46 in Union City. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's what welcomes people to your home, and first impressions are everything. Your front door. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. We're the experts for every opening in your home. Not only your garage door, but your windows and your front door too. Replace your dated single front door with a gorgeous double door. No matter the size of your entrance, we can customize and install the double doors of your dreams. Make your front door grand. Get started at all4seasonsgarages.com.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we handled a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
Hey, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here, co-host of The Car Guys with my good friend and brother, Kevin Deutsch, from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Whatever you want to know about buying, selling, leasing, or maintaining a vehicle, Kevin has your answers.
That's right, Shelley. For over 40 years, I've sold, leased, fixed, and financed pretty much every make and model. I've seen it all. If you have any car questions, we'll have the answers every Saturday at noon.
It's The Car Guys, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta.
So I'm a little confused. So Shelley Winter is in D.C.
He was.
And
in
he took
DC.
some equipment with him.
I thought he was going to do his show from D.C. You're telling me, no, he's flying back.
He should be back in Atlanta as of right now.
Why didn't you do the show? What was the problem? I thought you were going to do it from like Radio Row.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, I went up there and I set up, and I was at
the executive building.
Yeah, it was like President Con, or like Dragon Con, where everybody dressed up like presidents. Sounds like Media Row, and
why didn't you just do the show from there? Why did you have to pack up and come back here?
Because what's his name? What's his name said? What you call it? Said I couldn't do it from there because they didn't have the thing.
So we will have Shelley Winter.
Oh yeah, but
you'll have all the audio that you got. Okay.
I don't even know who I interviewed actually.
Lincoln?
I tried, but they wouldn't let me in the bedroom to interview the ghost.
I know the big thing that you wanted to do, Shelley, was instead of taking a picture with Trump this time, because you already have a picture with Trump.
Yeah, right.
That you wanted to take a picture with the mugshot portrait instead. You wanted to ask them. Hopefully, you got that.
I wanted to put my arm around the mugshot, but you have to take the what you call it off the wall
frame.
Yeah, that.
Well, we look forward to the show. I'm sure it's gonna be quite exciting.
I'll see you guys, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Let's do this.
It's English Nick, Toodle Pip.
Toodle Pip.
Toodle Pip. That's what you.
Yes. Is the real Shelley Winter ever sat here and had a conversation
I've done
with
it
the fake
with him
Shelley?
on his show.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Shelley, we've had the Shelley debates.
Yeah.
Shelley versus Shelley.
Anytime Tim comes to see me in the newsroom before the show, I always introduce, I'm like, hey, Timmy Tim, because that's how Shelley refers to Tim.
Hey, Timmy Tim.
And I can't
You should change your name legally.
Yeah, Timmy Tim.
Yes, Timmy Tim.
Timmy Tim.
Nicky Nick.
All right.
You can't do Eric-y Eric.
No, I'm EVH.
It doesn't work.
I'm EVH.
Eric. Yeah.
Shelley said, I wish I had cool initials. That's what he said to me yesterday. He doesn't have cool initials.
SW.
His middle name is Ward.
SWW.
Yeah.
Sounds like a end of a postcode in England.
Swore.
SW9.
But you see Shelley call him, hey, Ward, how are you? Nice to have you back, Ward.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, English
Yes,
Nick,
yes.
you are here to, you can pip some toodles, you can toodle some pips. It
Yeah.
really doesn't matter. You got to kind of do one of those two things, however.
You could.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, it's poodle tip or yeah.
It's poodle tip.
I like that.
Poodle tip.
Poodle tip.
This first one.
Hey, Autumn, you there?
Is Autumn there?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
I just want to make sure she was still with us.
Sorry, I just muted,
she
and then I
drifts
had
away.
trouble reaching the unmute.
I know. You got a lot of gastrointestinal things going on. You don't want us to hear it.
I was
like
eating
the-
a sandwich before.
You were eating a sandwich?
In your
Oh,
car?
can I tell you what was on my sandwich?
Is she in her car?
She's
I'm
in
in
her
the car.
On the way to trivia?
No, she does her show from parked car in front of in a neighborhood.
Oh, it's her show. Okay.
Well, that's what she told me.
She is the co-host.
She does her part of the show.
That's
in
why
a car.
hang on.
She's in a neighborhood, sitting under a tree, eating a sandwich, doing a show in Atlanta, Georgia.
She had you muted because she was doing a show somewhere else.
And eating a sandwich.
Multitasking.
What's
That's
this?
what she's doing.
What kind of sandwich? What kind of Sammy we got? We got.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah?
It was sourdough bread, and it was a little bit of mayonnaise. It was ham and pepperoni and onions and tomatoes and lettuce and mozzarella cheese.
Okay, listen.
And some balsamic.
Did you make this
reduction
yourself?
on top. I did.
Listen, we have a lot of show left. I don't need you in a food coma.
I was
I'm
really
not giving
proud.
you a pass.
Oh, I'm good. I'm
Maybe.
energized.
You're energized. That's
At
very
one
good.
point,
Yeah,
when
it
George
gave me life.
when George pods you up, you're just going to hear smacking in the background.
And she's in the car, so you know what I'm going to think. I mean, I know Autumn. If I know Autumn, I'm not going to be thinking ham sandwich.
How shady is that tree that she's parked under?
It's very private. Let's put it that way. A lot of privacy. All right. Pippa-toodle.
Okay, this is from a website called McCallbusiness.com.
McCall, as in the old magazine McCall's?
I don't know. Anyway, it's all about...
What was that magazine, McCall's?
I think that was...
was it like a good
ladies'
housekeeping?
magazine.
It
For
was like,
birds, like McCall's?
No,
Oh.
McCall's.
McCall's?
McCall's, not
A
McCaw's.
Scottish man called McCall's. Hey,
McCall-
laddie!
Yeah, like that. The women used to have a magazine.
Stop
My mom
looking
would
up
have
my
it.
kilts.
Yeah, it was a monthly
This is
women's
how you
magazine.
tie a good knot.
Hey, you behind the bike sheds. You can't have your pudding until you've eaten your meat.
Stand still, laddie.
All right.
So anyway,
according to McCall's female magazine, online.
McCallbusiness.com.
Oh, they're in business now, Tim.
The young kids, I'm talking 25 to 35-year-olds.
Kids.
Yeah,
that's how old
kid-
we are?
That's how,
25 to
The
35-year-olds
young
are
adults.
kids?
Is that
I'm still a kid.
Is
A
that
young
are
adult
those-
is like 17.
Is that Zillennial at this point, 25 to 35?
That would be.
I'm
that
a
would be-
millennial,
That
so-
he'd be millennial. It's mostly Gen Z. I think Gen Z goes up to like 30, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, George is a cusper. George is a millennial.
George
but-
is a cusper, but there's no reason to make fun of him for it. The man just can't commit. It's
He's
okay.
a cusper.
He's a cusper. He's
General-
always on the.
General
he's
Cusper.
always General Cusper is always on the edge.
Fought some good battles.
Yes, that's right. He's
Circle the wagons.
follow that man into hell.
Circle the wagons, George.
Yes.
Digital detox. The young adults in London are having offline nights. This is where it's a church, an old church.
Yeah.
Tables and chairs are set up. They got board games. They pay about 10 quid, which is about $12, and they basically put their phones in bags and have 2 hours away from their cell phones and
This
their
is
tablets.
what I don't understand. I'm not
I
a-
could spend that money on a hamburger and eat
Yeah.
that and put my phone in my pocket and be fine for a couple
Autumn
hours.
would make the hamburger at home and eat it in her car, save a
Absolutely.
little more money. But
And I would put onions in it.
yes, she would because she loves to have bad breath when she gets to work.
Yeah.
Don't get too close
right
to
up
her.
in their face. What kind of question?
Yeah, for those playing trivia, they're like, I don't really want to give you my question.
Yeah.
card."
Yeah.
They don't bother me. That was my strategy.
Well, it's working. It's all working. So go ahead.
Basically, it's offline nights. So this is becoming
Now,
a
see,
thing.
here's the problem that I have.
Because we're all on our phones too
It's
much.
fine, but why do the Gen Zers and the millennials here, UK, I don't understand this. Why does it have to be a thing? Why can't you just personally
Manage yourself.
manage it yourself and go, I'm going to have a couple hours? Why does it always have to be a collective thing that we do together? If you feel like you're on the phone too much, get off the phone.
Because all of us we have a like-minded interest in this, and that way, if
We're
you're
all going
going
to get together and talk about how we're not online right now. Isn't that interesting?
if you're
want to play a board game,
if you're going through the struggle, then we get to go through the struggle too. And by the way, Nick actually is doing something that's really
no.
smart.
By the
too.
way, it's not a struggle. That's something
put the phone down.
you. If you think it's a struggle to not constantly be scrolling, you're just an idiot. It's not a struggle. It's not difficult to not do that.
For some people.
No, you just have to stop looking at stupid stuff. How hard is that?
Very.
Very hard.
Has anybody ever read a book?
Now, what Nick is doing is really smart. You brought this up a couple weeks ago that you stopped using your phone as your alarm. And I think that's a really smart idea.
I did, but then the battery-powered oldie-woldie looking alarm clock thing
Yeah.
next to my bed, that little thing that dings the bells.
Yeah, it didn't
gets
ding.
stuck and it didn't ding.
So it goes, it's time to get up, and it just goes.
Yeah, exactly. So I've started using it again.
Oh no,
I
Nick!
don't do
Yeah,
any. I have
but
no
I don't-
FOMO. I do no scrolling, doom or otherwise. I use my phone for an alarm every day.
Yeah.
But then when it goes, I turn it over. This is what I do. This is what I do. I turn it over. The alarm's ringing, and I hit stop, and then I put it back down.
That's the
and
way to do
I
it.
don't look at
You
it
go to
again.
TikTok
Yes, 'cause-
for a minute?
Can I be called a hero? Can I get a round of applause
Have you-
for the fact that I'm able to not scroll on my phone? Apparently, it's so difficult. I should be getting awards for it.
Well, you have all those things you could do on your phone the second your alarm goes off. Like I know, like when I turn my alarm off, I'm like, oh, what's going on at X? What's going on
yeah,
TikTok?
but think of all the things that you can't do on a phone. You know, everything else in the whole wide world.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that interesting? Is there nothing about everything else in the whole wide world that you find interesting?
Not really.
You know,
I mean,
but-
you could roll over and talk to the person next to you in bed when you wake up. You can do that too.
Listen, I'm not saying go to extremes. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 in DeKalb.
Watching it right now on the Jam Cam. It's I-85 northbound right at 285 Spaghetti Junction. Police just scooted across all lanes. This crash now on the right shoulder. You'll still slow though as you come up from Chamblee Tucker with moderate volume. Continuing as you head up to Beaver Ruin Road. 316 eastbound. You're slow from I-85 to Sugarloaf Parkway. Then more delays pick up between Lawrenceville and Decula. 400 northbound. Seeing the brake lights in Sandy Springs from 285 up to Northridge. 75 northbound. You're seeing some delays inside the perimeter passing Cumberland Boulevard. Then out outside the perimeter. 75 northbound, a little bit of volume between Marietta and Kennesaw. Checking 285 leaving Dunwoody. Kobe Dawkins.
285 westbound, the outer loop, some delay start at Ashford Dunwoody Road getting to Riverside Drive. You free up a little bit until you get to I-75 and 285 south. You're slow from the Cobb Cloverleaf getting to I-20. This report is sponsored by Atlanta Motor Speedway. NASCAR returns to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Ambetter Health 400, February 21st to the 23rd. Get tickets now at atlantamotorspeedway.com. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
we are looking at waves of heavy rain.
We're at our best.
Knocking down trees and causing damage and power outages.
Stay prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store.
We got a long way to go before we really dry out.
Check in often for updates on how it will affect you and your commute.
Number of spin-out crashes, several vehicles leaving the interstates early on.
With your severe weather station, 95.5 WSB.
Playing a game with your family? Fun! Playing a game with your roof, you'll lose every time. Findlay Roofing is the perfect match for your roof. The extra effort experts with upfront pricing and exceptional service. FindlayRoofing.com.
Roof. Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Governor Kemp is protecting consumers from high costs and standing with small businesses.
A failure to act on meaningful tort reform will continue to put Georgians and their livelihoods in serious jeopardy.
Georgians are paying a hidden tax because of a broken system, over $5,000 a year. Car insurance, health care, everything costs more. Call Senator Strickland at 404-656-0508. Tell him to stand with Governor Kemp and pass tort reform. Paid for by Protecting American Consumers Together.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing a better way for you to get better care. And that starts with being there to support you around the clock. When you call or text, we'll always answer with 24/7 access to mental health clinicians, and we'll call you too. With a 100% follow-up rate to make sure you have everything you need. Whatever works best for you, works best for us. We're really just here to help you get better. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
When it comes to beautiful, they wrote the book. Siding, paint, windows, and doors gives your home a brand new look.
At Superior Pro, we use the highest quality materials and the best techniques in windows, siding, painting, doors, and more. Plus, all our projects come with an extended labor warranty. Visit SuperiorPro.com for a free in-home design consultation.
Superior Pro, the pros to know.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. But don't just take our word for it. Here's Jackie and Veronica, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Just call or click to see how much you can save today. Because when it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit ConsumerCellular.com. That's 1-888-FREEDOM or ConsumerCellular.com today. Real people pay to share their opinions in this ad. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
All right, I heard a rumor.
What's that rumor?
A little birdie.
Little Tweety bird?
Little Tweety bird told me that...
Macaw?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a macaw. Told me that
Pieces of meat.
this English Nick's going to stick around for the full hour.
Yeah.
Look at that. Making time for
I
the
had
Von
to change
Hessler
the
doctrine.
day. Well, it's all crazy. I had some appointment tomorrow, and then that's
Yeah.
been cancelled, so it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Wouldn't have mattered. I'd come back tomorrow if you
Come
want.
back tomorrow. It's fine with me.
I love being here.
I'm not paying you anything, but
Well, I
come
know-
on
well,
back.
somebody
Come
is.
back tomorrow. I don't know. Get them to pay you.
That would be great.
Seems easy. Get Autumn will pay you. She gets paid too much. She'll give you half.
If
a,
she makes me
Will-
a sandwich, that's all she has to do.
Will you
Oh,
make?
I would love
I love
to.
a good sub.
Yeah.
It was so good. I can't get over how good it was.
Oh yeah, you really sound like that sandwich was really quite the thing.
Well, I normally just throw together like a ham and cheese.
Yeah,
But
you,
I really zhuzhed it up.
you took care of yourself, is what you did. I did. And it's
No
a little,
mayo on it, though.
She put a little mayo on it. Nothing
She's
wrong
had
with
little
that.
mayo.
No,
she's,
no mayo. She used the balsamic
little
reduction.
bit.
Little. She started
She
with
used a little bit of mayo. Were
Okay,
you
does
not
it taste
listening?
good with the balsamic reduction?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
It was a teensy bit.
Well,
I'll
you've
just
really
get one
distressed Tim.
Sandwich talk
Well,
on the
you-
Von Hessler doctrine.
You have
Just on the one
distressed.
slice.
You have distressed Tim with your insistence upon mayo on this.
I understand because I'm not normally so into mayo.
Yeah, it is understandable.
But I just felt like I needed a little something on the other side.
We've done the research already. The entire audience is confused. We didn't think Autumn liked mayo.
404-872-0715.
How do you like your sandwiches?
1-800-WSB
I
Talk.
like Miracle Whip.
Okay, great. Thanks for calling.
I'm a Duke's
Yeah,
lady.
Thank you for your service, sir.
You're welcome.
For some reason, just then, when you asked her about how was the mayo with the balsamic reduction,
Yeah.
and Tim did that thing with his hand, I thought he was going to go into a De Niro impression about balsamic
Yeah,
vinaigrette.
it's
not
It's
that
just the way.
good.
It's not that good.
No, it's not that good. It's good on the Roma tomatoes, the mozzarella
How do you think
cheese.
Trump's doing so far?
I think he is a piece of crap and a bully.
Well,
and he's
Yeah, has
gonna-
he come out and complained about anything?
No, I made a movie. I'm 80 and I look like like a cop. I'm still working.
He made a movie instead.
It's on Netflix.
I follow a lot of the BBC radio stations, and he's been doing interview after interview this week over there on different
About
like,
how
BBC
terrible
Two.
Trump is?
No,
I
about
hate him.
pimping his movie.
Oh,
Pimping
you
his
know,
movie, yeah.
he's a bum.
He's a
Yeah,
bum,
he's
but
a
watch
bum.
my new Netflix show. A lot of young people, me, I'm a cop or something.
What is this new show? I don't
Called
even-
Robert De Niro is old, but he's playing a cop or something.
Is it a,
He doesn't
is
know.
it a series?
You like
Or
Bad
is it a
Grandpa
film?
Cop
It might
or something?
be. It
Yeah.
might be. I
Bad
know.
Grandpa
Bad
Robert-
Grandpa De
I mean,
Niro's
these old
best work.
actors, they don't know what they're doing. Look
It's
at
like-
Harrison Ford.
Did
Yeah.
you see Jack Nicholson coming out of the SNL thing?
That was
with
nice.
his cane.
No, I didn't see him. No, I didn't see him leaving, but I did see him in the audience.
Yeah.
When what did he introduce a band or something? I remember.
Yeah, Sandler.
Oh, he introduced
Yeah,
Sandler.
he was giving
He
him
looked
crap
pretty
during the
good.
commercial break,
He looked
too.
better than that one shot from a few years ago when he was at a Lakers game and he had like nacho cheese on his belly was hanging out. That was not a good look. Jack the other night looked like Jack.
Yeah.
If you want to know,
Yes, Mr. De Niro.
the name of the show is Zero Day.
Okay, and what's it about?
It's a political thriller.
You're just reading it. Shouldn't you be able to
Wanna
tell
know?
me?
It is a political thriller that will be airing on Netflix.
You're just reading that. You're not telling me what it's
Starring the
about.
legendary taxi driver actor Robert De Niro.
Yeah, who do you play?
You.
The guy in Zero Hour. Day, whatever.
The
I'm
zero
the guy.
zero thing.
Right.
He's such a natural.
Oh, Alex Williams. He's a national treasure is what he is. Alex Williams says there's another crash on 85 northbound at 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, I've had a few of these crashes within less than a mile of each other. I-85 northbound right at I-285 Spaghetti Junction. Police with that crash off to the right. Then had another one just past there approaching Pleasantdale Road, exit 96. Hero just cleared that out of the right lane, so still slow from Chamblee Tucker as you head up into Norcross. Just picked up a new crash in Cobb County. It's on South Cobb Drive northbound at Appleton Drive. That takes out the right lane with 75 northbound, just sluggish between Marietta and Kennesaw. Seeing more delays in Alpharetta on 400 northbound. This is in that work zone that causes you to slow down from Old Milton Parkway, trying to get past Windward Parkway, exit 11. Watching the brake lights through downtown. Kobe Dawkins.
Going northbound, 7585. Those rides start to slow at University Ave nearing 10th Street. 7585 South, heavy volume starts before the downtown merge. 85 South, brake lights start at Georgia 400, and 75 southbound delays begin at Northside Drive, all getting to I-20. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey y'all, Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not going to cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Thanks for calling Reliable Heating and Air. This is Steve. How can I help you?
Hi, I know it's late, but my furnace just died on us.
Don't worry at all. We have over 300 technicians throughout Metro Atlanta and Macon, so we can get to furnaces fast.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like you have a Reliable protection plan.
Yeah.
Perfect. This service call is no charge, and so's the repair.
Thank you so much.
Get fast and fair price furnace repair. Go to ReliableAir.com.
Reliable Air is always just right.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Take the guesswork out of buying and selling your home with Orchard. Will your home sell in time? Which upgrades are worth it? Can you keep your home show ready with a busy life? Orchard has all the answers. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, you can buy your new home before selling your old one. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and it's simple. Orchard gives you an equity advance, unlocking cash to buy your new home first. That's right. You don't have to wait for your old place to sell. You can move in right away. And no more rushing out for showings or constant cleaning because Orchard sells your old home after you've settled into your new home. Orchard even handles repairs and improvements at no out-of-pocket cost to you. Their local pros know which upgrades bring you the most money, so you sell for top dollar. Buy before you sell and skip the selling hassles with Orchard. Start with your free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, Georgia could have its own version of Doge. A bill supporters say would cut government waste in the state is stirring up controversy under the Gold Dome.
Democrats are blasting the so-called Red Tape Rollback Act proposal. They say it's similar to what Elon Musk is doing at the federal level. Senator Emanuel Jones.
Doge has finally made its way to Georgia.
The legislation would require state agencies look at ways to cut costs and examine the impact new laws could have on businesses. Senator Greg Dolezal.
Yeah, we want agencies to be looking at their rules and ensure that the rules that are on the books that are in some cases are decades old still make sense in this decade.
The legislation has the backing of prominent Republicans, including Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
47 degrees in Atlanta. Arctic air moving in tonight. How cold for the next few days? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, 3 children are taken to Grady Hospital after an apartment fire on Fairburn Road in southwest Atlanta. We're working to learn more about the conditions of those injured children. Atlanta Fire and Rescue says 2 adults are also receiving treatment at the scene. 1 man is dead. Another is in custody after a shooting near a Gwinnett County McDonald's today. Corporal Ryan Winderweedle with Gwinnett Police says it was an argument between co-workers and did not involve anyone in the restaurant.
They just happened to be in the back parking lot of the business, and as far as I know, no employees were involved.
The victim was found near a car, and the suspect was still nearby. The restaurant is located at 4915 Sugarloaf Parkway. A big score for Metro Atlanta's economy. Battery maker Duracell announces it is bringing its global headquarters for research and development to Science Square near Georgia Tech. Christy Brigman with the Metro Atlanta Chamber says this is a great location to find high-tech workers.
They want to be right next door to Georgia Tech the PhDs there, the incredible talent they have coming out of there at all levels, undergraduate, master's levels.
It's bringing 110 new tech jobs to the area. The facility is due to open in the summer of 2026. At the U.S. Senate today,
The nomination is confirmed.
former Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler confirmed to lead the Small Business Administration. The final vote 52-46. Both Georgia Senators Ossoff and Warnock voting against the nomination. Ossoff says he preferred someone less political for the job. Family pets would be protected from violent homes much like children under a bill overwhelmingly passed by the Georgia House today.
There are statistics that about 40% of all domestic violence victims where their pets were threatened with violence, 40%.
State Representative Sharon Cooper says her bill would allow a judge to establish custody and visitation rights for pets. The legislation now goes to the state Senate. After this week's plane crash in Toronto, Delta's CEO is trying to reassure the American public air travel is safe.
Speaking for the first time since Delta Connection Flight 4819 rolled over during a landing attempt at Toronto Pearson International Airport, Ed Bastian tells CBS Mornings Delta will learn from the incident.
It's amazing the work that our team did up at Endeavor, but that's what we expect out of them because we are prepared for all types of circumstances.
He also says he understands public concern, but safety is a top priority for all U.S. airlines.
Air travel in the United States is the safest form of transportation and travel there is, period.
Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Two small planes collide in midair near Tucson, Arizona today.
Two aircraft were involved in the collision. Unfortunately, two individuals were confirmed deceased.
Sergeant Vince Rizzi with Tucson Police says it happened near the city's regional airport. Two other people on board are expected to be okay. The FAA is investigating. It is 5:04 and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now it is triple team traffic and here is Alex Williams.
New trouble in Ellenwood on I-675 southbound. That's Clayton County below the Ellenwood exit, Forest Parkway exit 5. Crash off to the left and off to the right. It's also where 3 lanes merge into 2, so there's just adding extra delays through the Ellenwood area. 75 southbound on the south side. You're seeing the brake lights out of Hateville from Central Avenue down to Forest Park. Some northbound delays in Henry County, 75 north, Highway 2081. Just moderate volume, though, up to Jodico Road. 85 southbound looking good into Union City and Fairburn. Right lane slowing, though, trying to ramp on to Highway 74. That's Fairburn Industrial Boulevard, exit number 61. Checking the ride to the northwestern suburbs, Kobe Dawkins.
And 75 northbound, you're a little sluggish from South Marietta Parkway getting to Chastain Road. And then we're dealing with some trouble in Cobb County, South Cobb Drive, going northbound at Appleton Drive. A crash knocking out one right lane, so stay to the far left if you can. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies for this evening as the Arctic air moves in early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will drop into the mid-20s, but the wind chills will be in the teens. Despite the sunshine, daytime highs will be limited to the mid-30s and temperatures dropping into the upper teens to low 20s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 46. Another hard freeze on Saturday morning, lows in the mid-20s. Saturday afternoon, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 52. Sunday, not as cold, morning low 32, daytime highs in the mid-50s. We're back into the 60s by early next week.
46 in Smyrna, 44 in Snellville, 43 in Fayetteville. More news at 5:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. English Nick stuck around. And he's confused. He's like, well, what are we doing next? Like, we're doing you. Of course. What we're doing next, we're doing you.
I saw the show rundown.
Yeah. Oh, don't pay. I never pay any attention.
You
to
don't?
That. No.
And
That's just something for Jared. He puts it in, so this is what we did.
Oh,
you know?
man.
I usually
you could leave
ignore it.
earlier than Jared. Is what he's saying.
No, I mean we do usually ignore it. We put it together to ignore.
You know
is
what
that
it
not
is?
correct?
Honestly, it's for the show rundown is more of a guide. And
Yes.
it's like we have these segments that we could get to.
Yeah.
Maybe
If we
they'll be
need
at the
it.
right time.
If we need it.
But where it's really helpful is for Georgia when he's not here. if
Georgia.
they're-
Do we have a new lady with
Georgia.
us?
It's Georgia over
Hi,
there.
Georgia.
Yes, it's Georgia.
Hello, boys.
Hi, it's me, Joe.
Oh, there's George.
there
George.
she is.
Hi.
When George isn't here, this is very helpful for the
George
for
and
those
Georgia
that are-
Clark, my
that-
favorite couple.
I'm wearing my sparkliest shirt.
Hey, this is my show. Get out of here.
I think George has been running
Oh,
board way
young
longer
man,
than George.
How old are you? cool.
She's got the eyes. She's got the hots for you.
Ooh, I bet you could carry a suitcase up a flight or two.
English Nick is just like me, listening to a lot of Miles Davis lately.
Yeah, I was inspired.
Kind of Blue.
Yeah.
Bannon.
It's just wonderful.
Bannon. Bannon. I love it. I've been listening to it a lot lately.
I mean, you always hear that phrase from older people. They don't make music like they used to. Well, when it comes to that, man.
That's a whole different thing. That's just musicians talking to each other with their instrument. I've been a lot of Half Gummies and Low Lighted Brooms and Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, and then also Bitches Brew and also Miles Smiles and so many others. But it's interesting to me that you and I are kind of digging that at the same time.
Yeah.
Bannon.
You guys are vibing.
Bannon. Bannon.
You should
That's
get
my
the
impression
record.
of Kind of Blue. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Andrews, you're not the only one who does impressions.
Trumpet.
I do impressions of
You're trumpeting.
albums. Yes. I do impressions of trumpeters. Bannon. Bannon. Bannon.
Is that it? That's the whole song?
Bannon. It goes on for like 40 minutes.
It goes up, it modulates up, it goes, "Bannon."
No, it is fantastic.
Did you hear Eric Von Hester yesterday interpret it in the
You
trumpet?
see what he was doing?
What
the hell happened to my WSB?
Well-
I don't tune in to hear some douchebag trying to pretend he's a trumpet.
Now, if it was a trombone.
Oh, well, that's my
Or
jam.
tuba.
That's a funny
I
instrument.
do feel like I have a way.
Jam is my jam. I think that's understood.
Yes, Meghan Markle. I do feel like there is a way where I can make not only the audience happy, but also English Nick happy, since open mics
Yeah,
are
but
on
you'll
the
have to
sheet.
use both hands.
I know, it's going to be difficult.
Well,
so
get closer.
This open micer is the 13th kid in his family, and he wants to defend Elon Musk.
Y'all keep talking about Eli not knowing his 13th children. I'm the 13th child. Now, I know all my brothers and sisters, and I'm not an ADD. All different dads.
So there you go. Now we're an open micer.
But it goes a little bit to our point, because that was not our point. That the brothers and sisters will know each other.
Yes, of course, because they talk to each other all the time. But Elon, he's got 17 different companies. He's going to
I
Mars.
know my cousins.
Can he? He just walked up to him. It's like my whole test with everybody. Just walking up to any random person and saying, "Name 5 Taylor Swift songs." How many people? Just right on the
Check it
English
off.
Nick. 5 Taylor Swift songs right now. Come on, you know music. All right, shake it off. Okay, we all right. All right, there we go.
Folklore, I believe, is one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We are never, ever getting back together.
These can't all be names of albums, by the way.
No, we are never, ever getting back together as a song, I believe.
Okay,
we
that's
do it in
3.
live band
You
karaoke.
belong
Is
to
that the
me.
name of the song?
You belong to me.
Never, ever.
That one I know. We're never,
You
ever,
belong to
ever,
me.
ever.
I was meant. Oh, that's different. That's Jewel.
We're never, ever, ever getting back together.
You go talk to your friends. I'll go talk to mine or something like that.
You're doing pretty well there. I
Well,
think
I
you're the
read the
first
words.
person.
We will never
Yeah.
get back together. That's the same.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
That's
I
all
see.
I got, though. I don't know any. Really.
Did he name the same song twice?
He did.
Okay, he's out.
What is this test
No,
for?
you've lost the game.
What is this test
you,
for?
You don't need to know.
Is
You've
it-
lost.
If you
all
do,
you need to know is you lost. You don't need to know what it's for.
I think we've won if we can't.
I want to know what you win if you actually name the 5 songs.
You only get to know what you win if you won it.
I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam.
I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam.
Is that Taylor?
As the great Meghan Markle said.
Oh.
She changed her branding. Her
the
jams
jam.
now have a
Oh
new
my
name called As If or something.
I think it is called As If.
No,
Always as it was.
As ever.
As ever.
It's called As Ever. And you know what? Megan took the time to step down from her castle to talk to the little people and explain to them what that meant.
Thank you for the jam, mistress.
You're
Please.
welcome. You're welcome to all the poor people.
Have you any huckleberry jam?
I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam.
Jam is my jam.
Yeah. And the Buckingham Palace still, the king still sells his jam too, right?
Well, that's King Jam.
Yes, but it's much more affordable if you use checkout. When you go to checkout, use King Charles.
Get it at
Oh,
Waitrose.
Do you have like a
promo code?
Do you have a promo code?
Yes, I have a
King
promo
Charles.
code
Just
and
hit the radio and write to King Charles.
Subscribe to my
Microphone.
jam. And you get a different jam breads.
I wouldn't know, sir. I don't shop at those kind of shops. I got to go to get the cows in there.
Good for you.
I don't know what you're talking
He's
about.
a good Englishman.
I get mine at
Works
Sainsbury's.
all day, he does.
Sainsbury's, I get mine at.
Why not Tesco?
Well, 'cause
I want to know this.
Sainsbury's
Here's
cheaper,
the
innit?
scandal. Does Meghan Markle actually make these jams in her kitchen herself? I'll bet she doesn't.
Does she stir in the sugar and all that you're saying?
I'll bet she doesn't. Not even with Prince Harry.
she's
She
some
doesn't even
company.
stir in the sugar for him.
I definitely do a lot.
Yeah, but do you do it all? What do you do a lot? What does that mean,
Well,
Meghan Markle?
what I've done
She picks the
is,
berries, darling.
Sorry, honey, please. He asked me.
What?
So what I've
This
done
Prince
is I've had
Harry
a
has
lot of
something to
meetings.
say. Hold on, Prince Harry has something to say.
Do you,
No,
do you know how to get out of a marriage?
Okay,
Without-
honey,
Hey,
honey, I think
Meghan-
our son and or daughter is calling for you.
Megan, he's
So we have a
blinking.
nanny, you know.
He's blinking Morse code with his eyes.
That's funny. So anyway,
Hello?
what I've done is I've collaborated with a lot of women, a lot of people of color, a lot of
Yes.
people
Blah,
missing
blah, blah,
limbs.
blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
A lot of the people that.
what other kind of people
just
have
need,
you been-
need our help in this society?
She cut the limb off somebody and stirs the jam with the arms.
Honey, he is so funny.
this
I
is
love you so much, babe. Could you go ahead and leave?
Well, no, it's because we're both here.
Yeah, I mean, you're a couple. You're a power
We're
couple.
a power couple.
Who is she
And
to
I
take
love,
over?
I love his input.
She likes to top from below, really. After the money.
She's so relatable. I mean, doing Instagram stories, making these announcements.
Been waiting for a moment to share a name that I secured in 2022.
talks about.
And this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever
I hope she
essentially
explains
means
it.
as it's always been.
Oh, thank you.
And if you followed me since
I
2014,
didn't know what As Ever
Tig,
meant.
you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do.
Crafting
And I
and
haven't been able to
manipulating.
share it with you in the same way
yes.
for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I
With a
want you
voice
to hear
like
from me
that.
first.
All
Of
day.
Boy, you really
course,
can.
There will be fruit
You can-
preserves.
you can
I think we're all clear at this point that jam
I
is the
grew
jam.
a couple of seedlings on my yacht.
Well, that's yeah.
I found dirt and
On the
I
yacht.
actually put it in a tiny pot and I put one seed and I grew a seedling and I thought, wow,
Well, that's
this is what people do
That's
gonna
all
go-
day.
That's like the voice that you hear, very sing-songy, just before the knife goes right into your back.
Well,
Hello, hi.
Hello.
That's why I wear knife-proof
Are you cold
shirts.
being stuck in this freezer for so long? You must be so cold. Here.
I am, Mom.
I need to ask William how I can get out of this, maybe.
How much honey we have?
Did you say how much honey? Honey or money?
Look at how much honey we have.
Oh, honey.
What was that about? She's
that
a
was
beekeeper?
when that was her stupid
her
Netflix
show.
show.
Oh, so she's whispering so the bees aren't scared. Is that
That's
what it
right,
is?
yeah.
Or don't sting her?
How much
She's
honey
like
we
excited.
have?
Like, oh my God.
Do you think? I bet
How much honey we have?
William and
Look how
Kate.
much blood you gave me.
Do you think William and Kate pay any attention to any of this?
No.
Or do they
I
just
don't
go
know.
about their serious royal lives that they were made to do?
Who
William
pays-
and Kate. Do you think they look at these two
First
and
of
go,
all,
what are they
got,
doing?
You
Like,
got Dad and his wife have cancer, so I think he's got enough on his mind. He doesn't
Kate
have to worry
had
about.
cancer. She's dealing with cancer.
Well,
too.
I'm saying his dad and his wife.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dealing
sorry.
with it, so I think he's
I
probably got
thought
his
you meant
mind on
Charles's
other things.
wife had cancer.
No.
Queen Queen consort.
No,
if you will.
The queen consort, which sounds kind of dirty.
Camilla.
It does
My consort. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 575 in Cobb.
Yeah, watching this new trouble. We just found it on the jam cam, Eric. It's 575 northbound, just north of Bells Ferry Road, exit 4. It knocks out that right lane. They actually just now are pulling it to the right shoulder, but either way, you're slow back to Barrett Parkway, while 75 northbound on and off the brakes from South Marietta Parkway, trying to get past Barrett Parkway there in the Kennesaw area. Crash down in Ellenwood. That's Clayton County, 675 southbound, just below Forest Parkway, exit 5, now on the right shoulder. And still seeing some brake lights in the cab in the work zone, 20 eastbound between Wesley Chapel and Panola Road. Watching brake lights on 285 over on the west side. Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, 285 southbound, the outer loop. No trouble, just volume, leaving I-75 getting to I-20. And better news in Cobb County, South Cobb Drive going northbound at Appleton Drive. Crash cleared, all lanes are back open. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Stay connected to Atlanta's news, weather, and traffic with the 95.5 WSB app. Listen to Atlanta's morning news News, EVH, Eric Erickson, Mark Aram, and Shelley Winter. No matter where you go, 95.5 WSB and the WSB app. Download it today or find us in the iHeart and Odyssey apps.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Jerry, said, we needed to move quickly, and we were worried that the process would be lengthy and that we would spend a lot of money on repairs. I can't thank Mark Spain Real Estate enough. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
So your garage door won't open. It could be something simple. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. The most common call we get is, help, my garage door is broken. It could be a broken spring or a bent track, but usually it's a malfunctioning opener. Whether you call it an opener or a remote, that little button takes a lot of abuse. When yours breaks, All Four Seasons is your home for the best opener options. When trust matters, trust us. All, the number 4, seasonsgarages.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Termites have your home in their sights. Dave Baker here for Breda Pest Management. If you want to stop termites, then you want a complete barrier of protection around your home, not some random bait station. Plus, if your current termite service only inspects the outside of your home, how do you know that the inside of your home is termite-free? Only Breda inspects and protects the outside and inside. Plus, with Breda, your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Remember that first paycheck when you started working all those years ago? You looked at the net amount and thought, whoa, what happened here? Ah, the joy of taxes. It could be this way with your retirement accounts. You know how much you've saved, but if you haven't planned for Uncle Sam, you could come up short in retirement. With tax laws constantly changing, there's a lot you need to know to make sure you're not paying more than your fair share. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the Lloyd Advisory Group can help you create a plan that shows you how taxes could affect you now and in the future. Set up your tax strategy session with Mark and the team at the Lloyd Advisory Group now. Call 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Make sure you know how these changes could affect you so you can avoid some of those whoa moments in retirement. Call 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services offered through Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
I was sitting on the couch in my living room during the recent Arctic blast, and I was freezing. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Window draft, unacceptable. I started to freak out, and then I remembered, hey, Dr. Roof does windows and siding. They've been doing it for over 25 years, and I can buy now and pay later. Yes, I can get my windows fixed by the best in the biz at Dr. Roof, and I can buy now and pay later. If you have window issues, roofing issues, call or go online for an appointment right now. Dr. Roof, for all your roofing, siding, and window needs.
All right, English Nick. Even though you've been here the full hour, time is running out. It's a ticking.
Yeah.
If you have a pip yet to be tootled, a tootle yet to be pipped, now, sir, is the time.
Well, I couldn't get a word in edgewise because of that Markle woman, so, you know.
I understand that.
And you wanted an open mic, too.
I said, I wasn't, yeah. I was kind of like,
we're going round and round. Are you gonna pip a tootle? You gonna tootle?
This is from Robert De Niro's new favorite British newspaper, The Independent.
Oh yeah.
They're good.
And it's from their science section.
Uh-huh.
The weird way...
This is English science, though,
Well,
which I think is a
but
little
it's-
bit different.
But it's about dolphins in the Amazon.
Okay.
The
So this
Bodo,
is-
the Bodo dolphins, not your regular dolphin that we all know and love.
Bodo dolphin.
Yeah, B-O-T-O.
Is that a...
B-O-T-O-P
Dolphin?
to go.
Bodo dolphins. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, well, they're not as shy as your regular dolphins.
Oh, I didn't know that regular
And they
dolphins
do
were
this
shy.
weird thing. These
I had
scientists,
sex with one. It was not shy
well,
at all.
They have some weird behavior.
Yeah.
They flip over on their back in the water and they pee into the air.
What? That's fun.
Vertical peeing. And then another dolphin will come up and put his nose in the stream.
What? I knew these
Freaky
dolphins.
dolphins.
Dolphins are sick. They are sick. Our children
It
should
doesn't
not
say-
be exposed to these
Well,
reprobates.
They didn't get to. It doesn't say anything about their blowholes here.
Well, I can.
Just-
you know what? I can tell you what's going on
peeing.
there. You know what's going on there? Nothing good. That's what's going on there.
They're
Just having a good time.
They're not as shy as
never-
their
yeah,
cousins.
yeah.
They will play with the oars that people have in boats and stuff when
Yeah.
they come alongside. Wrap
Not,
their
not
fins
if you
around
smack
it.
them in the head.
Well, I shouldn't do that.
No,
Their
you
cousins
shouldn't do
like them.
that. I'm not saying you
No.
should. You shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that's not
the
playful.
Bodos.
Are
I
they
know that-
freshwater dolphins?
It's the
They're
Amazonian
brackish.
River.
Their cousins like to play with puffer fish. I know that. So puffer fish get them
Yeah.
high.
Sweet.
Well, you guys know a lot about dolphins.
Well, we're the dolphin show, right?
I just have relationships with them. You guys seem to really know about them.
This one really likes you. This big
Ah, look at that. Look at that. They're just like one-night stands
Yeah.
to me. I'm not interested in their backstory,
I like
but
to hear
you guys really seem to
wanna
really
know
know
their
a lot about
personality
them.
a little
They're
bit.
very
I
friendly.
get you're different. Yeah, it's like
Dolphins
built
are
different.
sweet. They're very sweet.
a dime a dozen. Use them up, toss them out, as far as I'm concerned.
The study says
Von Hessler comes out as anti-dolphin. Tell you, these creatures are disgusting.
So you just like to urinate them on and then leave?
Me?
Yeah.
I
So
would
you-
never do such a thing.
Well,
They're
this is
the
what they
ones
like.
doing that.
They're the ones that like to
I'm
swim
not going
in
to
the-
give them what they like.
You
Hey,
tease.
get this. The urination sessions last about 10 seconds, and they involve males as the urinators and the receivers.
Well, look, they're having
It's
a good
the
old
boys.
time.
It's
Who
the
are you
Bodo
to judge?
Boys.
It's the boys.
Who are
yeah.
you to judge?
My next
Boys
band,
Day.
my new rock band is going to be called the Bodo Boys.
Yeah, they're crossing streams. They're having fun. Who are you to judge?
I'm not judging. I'm
Well,
just
it
reporting.
sounds to me like
No,
you're
This is just
slight kind of judgment going
Tittle
on
pit
here.
reporting.
Listen, you know what? If you got to do that a couple times a day, why not have fun?
What, the
Why not,
urinating?
why not enjoy it, for heaven's sakes? It's such a task. The whole thing of having to go to the bathroom so many times a day, that is if I could complain about one thing, if there was an HR for the universe and I could go complain about one thing, it would be that.
You gotta make it fun.
Everybody's got to go to the bathroom all the time. It really kind of ruins life.
Have you ever?
We should all urinate on
I'm
each other.
sleeping. I'm having a great time, a great dream. It's 3:30 in the morning. Uh-oh. I got to get up and go. It ruins everything.
I was standing in a public restroom in a bar a few weeks ago.
I've heard about
Much
it.
younger man in front of me, very
Dolphin?
intoxicated.
Yeah.
He was standing about 5 feet back from the urinal,
Yeah.
and he was enjoying the fact that he could aim that far and get it in.
The youth is
Rubbing it in my face.
youth is wasted on the young. Am I right or am
Yeah,
I wrong?
It is.
Did he really rub it in your face?
No, but
No,
the fact that he could pee as far. Oldham, please.
All right, enough. Stop.
Oh,
They're
well,
not
I mean,
dolphins.
Listen, I'm just
Yeah,
Yeah,
asking
he
the
was
question.
just like doing an Olympic stream. You know,
I'm telling you, we're not that much different than dolphins. Dolphins, if they used urinals, they'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, they'd be showing off. Look how far away I am. I saw a dolphin was 15 feet from the urinal. They're show-offs. I don't like dolphins. I don't know if you got it.
Exhibitionists.
They're exhibitionists. They're show-offs. It's all about them. Very self-centered. English Nick, thank you for the hour.
You're very welcome.
We
Love you
appreciate
guys.
it.
Always
Well, thank
pleasure.
you. And thanks for filling us in on the dolphin play. Alex Williams says there's a brake light battle going on 575.
And it is all due to this crash. Police activity off to the right now, 575 northbound Bells Ferry Road, exit 4, but it slows 575 back at I-75. Those delays should start to improve with everything off to the right there. That's also impacted a little bit of 75 northbound, leaving Highway 5, 400 northbound. You're slow in Sandy Springs from 285 up toward Northridge Road, exit 6. Then more brake lights finding, but not awful, through Alpharetta from Old Milton Parkway, getting past Windward Parkway. 85 northbound out of DeKalb County from about Chamblee Tucker Road up to to Highway 316, budging about a 20-minute ride there. Going to check on some new southbound trouble, 85 southbound below Sugarloaf Parkway. Checking the ride through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, dealing with some new trouble, 7585 northbound at Highway 166, exit 243. It's a stall. It knocks out one center lane. Seeing delay stretch on to I-85 northbound approaching the downtown connector. Those delays free up until you get to I-20, then you're slow getting to North Avenue. Southbound rides, you're slow before the downtown merge getting to I-20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Our roads are even more dangerous in the winter. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy and Associates, the Strong Arm. If you get hurt in a wreck this winter, send in the Strong Arm. They know how much money you're entitled to and how to get it. There's no cost until they win. JohnFoy.com.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Thanks. Got my seat cushion, crossword puzzle, and oh, can't forget the hand sanitizer. Okay, show me the waiting room.
No need for all that. You can stay in your car.
I'll stay in my car? Get out.
Yep, you stay in. It'll just be 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Get out.
Go ahead, sit back and relax.
Well, I guess I'll save all this for the DMV. If only they took 10 minutes, am I right? I'm sorry.
Take 5. The stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Governor Kemp is protecting consumers from high costs and standing with small businesses.
The failure to act on meaningful tort reform will continue to put Georgians and their livelihoods in serious jeopardy.
Georgians are paying a hidden tax because of a broken system, over $5,000 a year. Car insurance, health care, everything costs more. Call Senator Strickland at 404-656-0508. Tell him to stand with Governor Kemp and pass tort reform. Paid for by Protecting American Consumers Together.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Atlanta's biggest and best jewelry financing special is back at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Through this weekend, get 0% APR financing for 5 years on any new purchase at D. Geller & Son. You could get a 1-carat natural diamond in a platinum designer setting as low as $150 a month. Gift shopping or even treating yourself? You can get a 2-carat anniversary band or a 5-carat tennis bracelet for under $45 a month. Shop with us in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. Georgia parents could soon be getting an additional tax break from the state. The Georgia Senate today unanimously passes a measure creating a state income tax credit up to $250 for each child under age 7.
While there's more work to be done to help our working moms and dads, Senate Bill 89 recognizes that as a legislature, we believe that families shouldn't have to choose between having a career and being a parent.
Bill sponsor Brian Strickland says it also expands an existing tax credit for child care to give parents up to $300 more per child. Estimates show the proposal would cost the state $180 million or more in tax revenue each year. It now goes to the state house. It is 47 degrees in Atlanta. A hard freeze is coming, but what day do we warm up into the 60s? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A form of Doge may be coming to Georgia. Republican Republican State Senator Greg Dolezal says the so-called Red Tape Rollback Act would require state agencies look at ways to cut costs and consider the business impact of new rules and regulations.
This bill looks to reduce red tape on both small and large businesses in the state of Georgia so that Georgia remains the #1 place to do business.
Democrats say this would give too much power to the legislature, and they fear it could lead to job cuts. A new program in Cobb County allowing first responders to administer blood in the field is already saving lives.
It was a horrific car crash on Veterans Memorial Highway in Mableton Tuesday. A woman ejected and unresponsive. David Kleiman with the medical operations team telling us.
Here I am administering a blood to an unconscious patient, and she wakes up and she's talking to us. She's asking us questions, telling us her name. It was the coolest experience that I've had in my 30-year career.
He says she's alive today thanks to the blood being available in the field.
This is a game changer for trauma patients.
Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia's biggest county hopes to use lessons learned from back-to-back cyber attacks to help other governments statewide.
It's been a year now since Fulton County's Commission Chairman Rob Pitts first stared down the cyber gang holding the county's computer systems hostage.
One of the most important steps during this attack was our refusal to use taxpayers' dollars to pay a ransom.
Pitts is lobbying for a state law to ban any Georgia governmental entities from paying a cyber ransom.
This, according to the FBI and Homeland Security, will serve as a huge, major deterrent for the cyber criminals.
North Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee already have versions of such a law. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
New information today on skeletal remains found in Gwinnett County earlier this month. The medical examiner confirms it is a human skull found in the area of Highway 316 and Duluth Highway. A construction crew working in the area of Northside Gwinnett Hospital found the skull. It belongs to a white man ranging in age from 35 to 70 years old. No other skeletal remains were found in the area. We posted a forensic sketch at WSBradio.com. Anyone with information should contact Lawrenceville Police. Big news for Metro Atlanta's economy. Duracell is investing more than $50 million to bring a new facility to Science Square in Midtown.
The new global headquarters for Duracell's research and design teams will be built on Nerham Street near Georgia Tech. It will offer 110 new jobs in the innovative technology sector when it opens in summer of 2026. Metro Atlanta Chamber President and CEO Katie Kirkpatrick says it strengthens the region's powerful reputation as a hub for innovation and notes the tech campus next door could provide a pipeline of world-class talent for the battery maker. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Federal authorities bust what they say is a criminal ring breaking into the homes of prominent pro athletes. The U.S. Attorney's Office says the 7 men from Chile were members of a South American group that burglarized homes of NFL and NBA stars, including Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. An unsealed indictment says the suspect stole more than $2 million worth of valuables. Each suspect faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. It is now 5:34. And time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Brand new travel advisory into Duluth in Gwinnett County, 85 southbound at Highway 316. Crash in 2 left lanes. You can use the access road, even Satellite Boulevard if you wanted some alternates, although delays haven't gotten too off of there just yet. Northbound on and off the brakes from Chamblee Tucker Road out of DeKalb up into Norcross. Braking free approaching Duluth near Beaver Ruin Road. If you're traveling 575 northbound, still got some police activity. Now totally off to the right at Bells Ferry, exit 4. Just sluggish now as you leave I-75. And on the south side, crash still working right shoulder, 675 southbound in Ellenwood, just below Forest Parkway, exit 5. Any better news with our trouble downtown, Kobe Dawkins?
Yeah, 7585 northbound at Langford Parkway, exit 243. That stall is off to the right. Delay starting to improve, approaching the connector. Delays break free until you get to I-20. And those delays stretch to North Avenue. Southbound, some volume starting before the downtown merge, getting to I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies for this evening as the Arctic air moves in early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will drop into the mid-20s, but the wind chills will be in the teens. Despite the sunshine, daytime highs will be limited to the mid-30s and temperatures dropping into the upper teens to low 20s on on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 46. Another hard freeze on Saturday morning, lows in the mid-20s. Saturday afternoon, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 52. Sunday, not as cold, morning low 32, daytime highs in the mid-50s. We're back into the 60s by early next week.
41 in Brazelton, 42 in Hampton, and 44 now in Villa Rica. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Save time, you'll make the most money. Hey, Sean Hannity here. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of getting your home ready to sell, receive an all-cash offer, and close within days. No showings, no open houses, and no stress. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. MarkSpain.com. Get your guaranteed offer on your home today. That's MarkSpain.com, and then you can start packing.
At Superior Pro, we use the highest quality materials and the best techniques in windows, siding, painting, doors, and more. Visit SuperiorPro.com.
Superior Pro, the pros to know.
A DUI conviction might cost you your license. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing a better way to treat your aching bones and joints. And that starts with predicting problems before they even become problems, up to a year in advance, with up to 93% accuracy. When you save time avoiding surgeries you don't need, you can spend time doing the things you love. When it comes to healthcare, a better system means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
The biggest factor, I think, in choosing a company is their integrity. Are they going to warranty their work and stand behind their work?
Meteorologist Glenn Burns loves his Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows from North Georgia Replacement Windows.
The product, of course, has to be good, but the folks standing behind that product have to be even better. This is the company that has the best products, the best service, the best installation.
Infinity from Marvin Replacement Windows, yeah!
Hey, you ever been listening to this show thinking to yourself, I'd like it better if it was a podcast? Did you know what? About an hour after every show, it turns out, I just found this out, this show does become a podcast.
No.
Mm-hmm. Believe it. You can grab the Von Hessler Doctrine as a podcast on WSBRadio.com, the WSB Radio app, or any of your favorite pod catchers. Tim, you said you saw this yesterday. Like Trump gave this long press conference at Mar-a-Lago.
He was reading off the fraud.
He was just reading off all these fraud things. And I got to see how much of this is like, did he get bad? So he's going through how many people are like supposedly 150 years old and they're still receiving Social Security. And he's going, like 3,000, 3 million, whatever, a million of those. He gets all the way to like people who are over 250 years old. And it's like, there's like, I don't know, 10 of them. He's like, it was a very kind of, I thought the demeanor of Trump was different watching this thing in real time. Like, it's a lot different from the first administration.
He's very calm.
He's very calm. He's just going through, they say he's 250 years old, still getting Social Security. I mean, I've never met anybody like that. If I did, I would get on my knees and I'd praise him, but I've never met anybody 250 years old. It was a real kind of like, it's hard to put my finger on it. But it was really like just somebody coming in and doing an audit and go, yeah, you're paying for this, you're paying for that. At one point he goes, I'm sorry to say your government is completely corrupt. And no one on the left is interested.
Well, he's evil.
I guess.
That's why it might be a blessing in disguise that he is having non-consecutive terms. Because
no,
he had
it's more. No, second one would have petered out.
Yeah, it would have lost a lot of steam. This time he had a moment to reset, refocus, and
I think what's going on right now is never going to stop for the next 4 years. It's just going to be this, that, the other thing. Judges, but people weigh in. Judges said Doge can go into this information that they wanted the judges to keep them out of. And sometimes the judges are going to say no, and this is going to keep on going. I think it's going to be like this for the entire 4 years and have them come out. But is that true, though, that there's actually a number of people that's supposed to be 250 years old who are still – and he even mentioned, he's like, well, I don't know, is somebody getting a kickback here? I mean, where's this going? What's happening? He is correct when he says a lot of this looks like there's probably kickbacks going on. If we get to the point that we find that out, it's going to be stunning. It really is. It's going to. I wonder how CNN is going to come in and to put their arms around the bureaucracy when that happens, because either there's a lot of kickbacks happening, or money is just going out the door, and who knows where it's falling on the ground. Because if money is going to people who are 250 years old, if there's no kickback, where's the money going? So.
CNN will be like, we should have been paying these bureaucrats more all along.
Yeah, they would have caught this stuff. Right, exactly. We were going.
You heard the music playing there for a second.
I'm sorry.
This gentleman, this gentleman, he's been waiting. There he is.
I screwed it up.
Oh, hi there. He's been waiting patient. He knows the deal.
All right, now don't go messing with him this time.
I'm not. I like Harold a lot.
You shush.
I
and
like
let
Harold
Daily
a lot.
Herald. Don't be mocking Daily Herald.
He's my guy.
Daily Herald is here to go through. He goes through the small town newspapers of the nation.
Awfully loud, that music.
I'm sorry. Bring it down a little bit. That's Daily Herald's ears.
Don't go after George now.
I'm not going after him.
Listen, this should be a good thing. You ignore him.
I will.
There's no reason for this to be acrimonious.
I like the lady you got. I can't see her.
She's
very nice.
She's very nice. So you go through the
I can't wait to hear some of these homespun stories.
Oh. See, you go get the real news from the small town newspapers and bring us up to date. So what's going on, Daily Herald?
Well, this one isn't exactly good news, but everybody's okay. Uncle Eddie's food truck caught on fire last month in Newburgh, Pennsylvania. The Hopewell Fire Company showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Saw the thing on fire.
Mm-hmm. And they put it out, probably.
They put it out, but the good news is that they're going to be able to repair it.
Okay.
And Uncle Eddie will be back out there.
What did Uncle Eddie serve? What was his food truck? What was he?
I believe it was a hot dog truck.
Oh, it was a hot dog truck.
Hat dog truck.
It was a hat dog truck.
They had a lot of hot dogs.
Okay, and so Uncle Eddie he'll get it back together again soon. Right?
Well, Uncle Eddie passed away. He was the hot dog king of Newburgh, Pennsylvania, for about 25 years.
Okay,
and he
passed it on to his kids.
Well,
or
he had a brick and mortar type place, but those are nobody goes anymore. But you show up at the ballpark, Little League field with the food truck.
Okay.
Parents, so why not get a hot dog? Save me dinner.
That's right. That's right. Okay. What else is going on in small town?
Oh, lots of things are going on. I wanted to let you know about this one. This one's pretty important. Animal Adventure is one of the best zoos in Northeast America.
Animal Adventure? I've never heard of it.
It's in Binghamton, New York.
So, they have a great zoo in Binghamton?
I'm sorry. It's actually in Harpersville.
I'm sorry. Well, people get those confused a lot.
Well, Jahari, the 20-year-old female giraffe, passed away at 6 a.m. on Sunday.
Jahari.
That's so sad.
How you say that word? Necropsy?
Necropsy.
Necropsy?
No, it's necropsy.
Well, whatever it is,
Top.
they're going to be doing it at Cornell University to find out what the specific cause was. I say old age. 20.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion, she was way more important than April the giraffe, too.
You don't like
way more impactful.
Who's April the giraffe?
Remember April? Remember Harold? She was the one that had all the babies, and then the baby was supposed to be born, and then it was
it's
late.
Octo giraffe. You remember that story?
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
The giraffe had all those babies.
Yeah.
And
welfare queen.
Very, very arrogant, I felt like, yes.
Always sucking up and getting on the dole.
All right, we don't have to get political, Daily Herald.
Well, I don't like it. I see a lot of people. There's fraud.
Hey, did you ever? There's what?
Fraud.
Did you? Daily Herald. Did you ever do like hard news? Did you ever
I did once.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a couple of years, I worked at a network affiliate in Boise.
Yeah, and why not? Why'd you walk away from it?
I got tired of hearing about all the murders.
Oh, you don't like it?
No.
It upsets you.
Well, it does because, you got to report on it. But, the boss there, the news director, always said, well, if it bleeds, it leads. And it's like, well,
fire, the food trucks are blowing up. There's other stories.
That's news.
Well, they didn't really have them back in the 70s.
You've been doing
or
this?
Or the 80s, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got, Daily
Well,
Herald?
St. Mary's Parish Fish Fry is Friday, March 7th from 4 to 8 p.m. You can get fish and chips dinner for $10 in advance or $15 at the door. They also got clam chowder.
That's a good deal.
And a children's menu has Panera Bread, mac and cheese, soft drinks, and Dark Dean pizza.
Do you get like French fries with the fish fry?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Is that comes with it? It's all,
Yeah, they got a
that's
guy
in the
there.
$10.
Yeah, you get everything.
That's a good deal.
They got a guy there.
We got a guy. Well, they got a fry guy doing the fish.
Yeah,
If fish isn't your thing,
fish.
the look.
If fish.
If fish ain't, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do you got if you don't want fish?
If you don't want fish, you could eat off the kids menu. I guess you could have that pizza.
It's okay. As an adult, you can eat off the kids menu.
Oh, I guess.
If you pay for it, right?
You pay for it, yeah.
You
but you got to pay the higher price.
Do you have
'cause you're
anything
an adult.
fun, like a raffle or something like that when you get in
They
there?
do
You
have a
win?
half and half there. The half and half raffle, you tear it half, and
yeah.
they get half the money for their fundraiser, and then you get the other half.
That's good. That's good time and good deal on a fish fry.
It's
not bad.
Not bad at all.
Thanks for the small town news.
Well,
I
hang
appreciate
on one
it.
real
You got
quick.
one more?
One headline here that'll tease you.
Okay.
Langford Volunteer Fire Department is going to have a Boston Butt fundraiser where they're going to,
What are they going to do?
they're going to smoke Boston Butt all day.
Oh, that's a little bit naughty, Daily Herald.
You say so.
It's for a good cause,
You
though,
say
right?
so.
Thanks for the small town news. there.
Everyone needs
buddy.
a little more Daily Herald in their life.
I know I do. Alex
My
Williams.
wife doesn't.
The trouble at home.
Oh, I thought we were off air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 in Gwinnett.
Watching this one in the Duluth area, Eric, it's 85 southbound, right at Highway 316. They're in two left lanes, but volume's been a little bit lighter this afternoon, so I'm not going to recommend an alternate right now. Just stay in those right lanes with 85 northbound, only sluggish now from 285 up through Norcross and Duluth. If you're traveling 400 southbound out of Alpharetta and Roswell, pretty slow today from just before Mansell Road, exit number 8, trying to ramp onto Holcomb Bridge. That's just due to all that congestion there, ramping off onto Holcomb Bridge in Roswell. And the crash still off to the right, 675 southbound below Forest Parkway, exit 5, causing you to slow down as you leave Anvil Block Road, making that ride through Ellenwood. Checking the ride around I-285, Kobe Dawkins.
285 east to south, leaving Dunwoody. Brake lights starting at Ashford-Dunwoody Road, making your way into the Clarkston area. And going westbound, the outer loop delay starting just before Georgia 400, getting to I-75 near Truist Park. And that volume doesn't free up until you get to the West Freeway, I-20. This report is sponsored by Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. Craving something fresh and flavorful? Discover Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. High quality, affordable, and made fresh daily. Find Zenshi Sushi today at your local Publix markets right by the seafood counter. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Topical. And the theory is that these are all government drones. Local.
So if it's 14 in Georgia, it's got to be like 25 in New York City because everything's so expensive there.
Mark Aram.
This is crazy stuff.
Tomorrow at 9.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Heavy rain and severe storms have impacted our area again. How does your roof hold up? Hi, it's Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix It Show here. Water is your home's #1 enemy. I recommend you schedule a free roof analysis with my roofer, Findlay Roofing. The roof guys. Check your attic, ceilings, drywall, and chimney. Any dripping water, wet spots, or water streaks? If yes, think of Findlay first. Get peace of mind with no obligation and no charge. FindlayRoofing.com. Roof.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade, and so can you.
For a limited time, get the best quality windows starting at just $299. Plus, act now and save 10% on all new decks. And enjoy great pricing on siding, roofing, fencing, motorized awnings, and more. Don't wait. Go to abcwin.com and schedule your free consultation. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust. Prices you can afford.
EMC Security.
Meet EMC Security's hero of the home.
After some break-ins in my neighborhood, it got me thinking about my family's security. A friend recommended EMC Security, so I called them. Now I have peace of mind that my family is safe without having to sign a long-term contract.
Way to go, Sarah. Be the hero of your home with no contracts, fast and reliable monitoring, and rates as low as $16.95.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Our farmers feed us all. For generations, they've done what's best for the land. So why is the litigation industry threatening Georgia farmers' go-to crop protection tool? Without glyphosate-based herbicides, crop yields will drop, costs will soar, and we'll all see even higher grocery bills. Farmers need to be supported, not controlled. To keep glyphosate available in our state, go to TakeControlGeorgia.com. Paid for by Modern Ag Alliance in support of Georgia farmers.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Broken tent, magazines, old honey jars. Spring cleaning is a time to get organized. Kick your spring cleaning into gear and save when you choose Scana Energy as your natural gas provider. They have options for every family. Right now, you can even get up to $100 when you sign up. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/100 for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. But don't just take our word for it. Here's Jackie and Veronica, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Just call or click to see how much you can save today. Because when it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com. That's 1-888-FREEDOM or consumercellular.com today. Real people paid to share their opinions in this ad. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I've never been able to go down the Uriah Heep rabbit hole. It's a band, Uriah Heep, George Clark, and they were.
I know who they are.
They were peers, with when Zeppelin was going on, and the Who, and the Kinks, and everything. My older brothers had their albums. I think they used to sing about fantasy stuff and fairies and stuff. I don't know.
They were romanticy before
Sprites.
romanticy.
They were not romanticy because I think they were pretty hard rock.
Yeah.
As I recall, somewhere between Black Sabbath and Journey.
Rock mantasy.
Yeah, rock mantasy is exactly what it is. Rock mantasy. You have any open mics? We got a little bit of time here.
You don't want no more stories?
Oh, no, Daily Herald. This is the way we're going to do it. We're going to go to you from time to time. Can you just, you're cut off on retainer. What do you got something real quick?
Well, I wanted to tell you all about Supernatural Happy Hour at the Footbridge Brewery. That's this weekend.
Okay, well, that's nice to know. What state is that in?
Booth ban register. This is taking place.
Is it Booth ban?
Wherever that town is.
Booth ban.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Arizona.
No, it ain't Arizona.
No?
Maine.
Maine.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Arizona's not hometowny.
No, there's no hometowns in Arizona.
It's all desert.
It's a desert.
Desert.
It's desert rats.
A lot of voter fraud.
They're not even Americans.
No.
As far as I'm concerned.
Do you know that there's a lot of voter fraud?
All right, Harold,
because that Kari Lake won them last two elections.
Harold,
boy.
I'm not. You're getting very, very cutting edge political.
I just saw that on X.
You can't just see things and repeat them.
Well, I don't know if it's true. They say.
Okay, so you're saying that
you can't talk about how you don't like hard news, and then when you get the opportunity to come on here, you bring up the hard news.
He's right. I'm
sorry.
Right.
But you do believe in making Arizona great again.
I love Arizona. How do you say that? No, it's MAGA.
Yeah, making Arizona great again.
Marzga.
Yes. Got some open mics?
I do. This is actually about the Drake-Kendrick Lamar feud.
Oh, good.
Hello, Von Hessler and crew. What's up, guys? Love the show. I'm sitting here catching up on Friday's episode. Look, I just got to say, man, look, Drake jumped out of the window first. He called Kendrick Lamar a wife beater and said that his best friend impregnated his wife, and one of Kendrick's kids is actually his best friend's kid. That was all before Kendrick came back with the "Not Like Us" song. So relax, okay?
I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm saying that what's being alleged about Drake. I don't care about Drake. I don't know anything. I'm just saying that what's alleged about Drake is the kind of thing that ought to see, if it's true, ought to be in a courtroom and a jury should decide, not just a group of music fans decide. That's not the way this is done.
But then that would take the person that's accusing it to go to court, and she's not doing that.
Right, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. She needs to be convinced to do that. Otherwise, but if the entire country pronounces him guilty, Eric Von Haessler didn't hear that. I don't care what the entire... If you're going to say that somebody did something like have sex with a minor, I think you need to go into a courtroom before you start saying that, and then everybody just starts agreeing, and then we all start doing the crip walk to it. It's just all very strange.
Eric, this is easy. Choose a side. Are you Team Kendrick or Team Drake? There's no Team C.
By the way, apparently it's red, white, and blue, all American to do the crip walk now. Apparently that's a great thing. Well, it's the crip walk. Yeah, it's as American as apple pie. Alex Williams is watching the slow ride downtown.
Yeah, it is still a brake light battle starting 85 southbound just below Georgia 400. 75 south slows right around Northside Drive, Howell Mill, exit 252. And you are going to stay riding those brake lights heading connector south 75, 85 down to I-20. Northbound, you're on the brake lights as well from I-20 up past Freedom Parkway. Then it breaks free for the ride up into Midtown. Might see a few brake lights 85 northbound passing the Buford Spring connector. And better news on the south side. That crash 675 southbound just below Ellenwood, exit 5 is cleared, but it's going to stay slow through that area where 3 lanes merge down to 2. Any better news with that crash on I-85 in Gwinnett County? Kobe Dawkins.
Oh, yeah. Crash now off to the right in Gwinnett, 85 south as you approach Highway 316, and no delays remain. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, y'all. Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not going to cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
So, you don't park in your garage anymore because your garage door is broken? That's it? Oh well, too bad. Been meaning to fix it. How much other stuff in your house doesn't work? TV only gets even-numbered channels when it rains. Coffee maker only makes a cup and a half before it quits. If your dishwasher didn't wash, or your printer didn't print, or your vacuum cleaner didn't suck, you'd fix it. Why aren't you parking your car in this clean, dry, awesome garage just because your garage door is broken? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We have the parts, tools, and the experience to fix what's broken. An expert repair and a fresh overhaul, and you'll get years of service out of your current system without spending a fortune to replace the whole thing. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Because if it is broke, you do fix it.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Georgia, we don't need to tell you that your cost of living has gotten too high. Lawsuit abuse creates a hidden tax on your car insurance, healthcare, groceries, really on everything you need, and it's driving up prices. It's costing Georgia families over $5,000 every year. But there's a solution to stop lawsuit abuse and lower costs for hardworking Georgians. It's tort reform. Listen to Governor Kemp.
Our businesses and hardworking Georgians need relief. The increased cost of doing business is simply passed on to the consumer. Georgia needs tort reform, and they need it now.
Call your legislator and tell them to join Governor Kemp in stopping lawsuit abuse, eliminating this hidden tax, and passing tort reform now. Brought to you by Protecting American Consumers Together.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, Georgia parents could be getting additional money from the state to help with the cost of child care. There's new legislation under the Gold Dome.
The legislation would create a $250 state income tax credit for every child younger than 7 years old, and it expands an existing tax credit. Bill sponsor Senator Brian Strickland.
While there's more work to be done to help our working moms and dads, Senate Bill 89 recognizes that as a legislature, we believe that families shouldn't have to choose between having a career and being a parent.
Estimates show the bill could cost the state $180 billion in lost revenue. The measure now goes to the House. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
46 degrees in Atlanta. The Arctic air moving in tonight. Is there any warm-up in the immediate future? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A man is dead. Another is in jail after a shooting outside a Metro Atlanta fast food joint. WSB's Steve Summers reports live what police know so far.
Yeah, Bill, it happened in the parking lot behind a Sugarloaf Parkway McDonald's in Lawrenceville about noontime. An argument between two men escalated to one shooting the other. Gwinnett Police Corporal Ryan Winterweedle says investigators are still working on a full motive, but that McDonald's where it happened had nothing to do with it.
It's believed that the two individuals knew each other and that there's some kind of employment argument or co-worker relationship between them.
But again, not at that McDonald's. The man who was shot died at the hospital. The unidentified suspect, he actually remained at the scene and was arrested. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
3 kids and 2 adults are injured after an apartment fire in southwest Atlanta. The kids are at Grady Hospital after suffering smoke inhalation. We don't have any word yet on their conditions. Atlanta Fire and Rescue says 2 adults received treatment at the scene. The fire started in the kitchen and damage was contained to an upstairs apartment unit. A businesswoman and former Georgia senator wins approval today to lead the nation's Small Business Administration.
In a 52-46 vote, the Senate confirms Kelly Loeffler as head of the Small Business Administration.
The nomination is confirmed.
Loeffler served in the Senate for a short time before losing in a special election to Senator Raphael Warnock in 2021. Warnock did not vote to confirm Loeffler, saying he would not support any cabinet nominee who will hurt Georgia's small business. Senator John Ossoff also voting no, saying he'd prefer someone less political in the role. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Big news today for the Metro Atlanta economy as Duracell announces it's bringing its global headquarters and research and development to Science Square near Georgia Tech.
It's an incredible endorsement of the region's talent.
Christy Brigman with the Metro Atlanta Chamber says the battery maker is bringing 110 new jobs in the tech sector.
High-skilled, high-wage jobs and a great opportunity for a lot of residents in the area for job growth.
The new facility due to open the summer of 2026. 2 days after the rollover plane crash in Toronto, we are hearing from the CEO of Atlanta-based Delta Airlines.
Ed Bastian tells CBS Mornings this is the exact situation crew members prepare for.
The crew on board the plane, our Endeavor crew, performed heroically, but also as expected. This is what we train for.
80 people were on board the flight. 21 people were injured as a result.
This incident, as terrible as it appears, was something that we'll learn from. They'll make us better.
He also says while there have been several aviation incidents in recent weeks, air travel in the U.S. is still the safest available mode of transportation. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Several streets in Midtown Atlanta will be closed tonight for a film shoot by Tyler Perry Productions. The closures are in the area around the Tech Square and include sections of Ponce de Leon Avenue, West Peachtree, Spring Street, and Williams Street. The closures will be in effect from 9 tonight until 6 in the morning. The filming is for the second season of the Netflix series Beauty in Black. You can see a map of the closure area at WSBradio.com. It is now 6:04 and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic, and it starts with Alex Williams.
Checking the ride around I-285, Bill, 285 westbound, the outer loop. A little bit of volume on 285 westbound from Georgia 400 and Sandy Springs as you head over to I-75 in Cobb County. Then you slow again heading southbound on the west side from South Cobb Drive down to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 eastbound into Cobb County. Right lane slow, trying to ramp onto Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. Then a few more brake lights getting through the Spaghetti Junction interchange. 285 southbound, really just moderate volume this afternoon as you leave Tucker heading down into Clarkston. Checking that ride on Georgia 400. Kobe Dawkins.
Well, going northbound, seeing the brake lights start around Abernathy Road, getting almost to Northridge Road. And then you brake free until you get into Alpharetta. Those delays start at Old Milton Parkway. And southbound rides, they begin to get slow at Haynesbridge Road, stretching to Holcomb Bridge Road. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies for this evening as the Arctic air moves in early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will drop into the mid-20s, but the wind chills will be in the teens. Despite the sunshine, daytime highs will be limited to the mid-30s and temperatures dropping into the upper teens to low 20s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 46. Another hard freeze on Saturday morning, lows in the mid-20s. Saturday afternoon, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 52. Sunday, not as cold, morning low 32, daytime highs in the mid-50s. We're back into the 60s by early next week.
45 in Lovejoy, 40 in Woodstock, and 45 in Decatur. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. When we came in, excitedly, Tim Andrews said to me today, I understand the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni story now. And he said, I'll be glad to fill you in on it if you would like. And I said, yeah, no thanks. Let's do this.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Joe.
I don't even think Autumn understands it. And if anybody should understand an entertainment, kind of thing, that should be Autumn. Although she's more political now than she's ever been before.
Yeah. I don't understand the Blake Lively thing. I think I'm just old.
Yeah. I was going to...
like you just, you hear, oh, this person won a Grammy. Who?
Huh? I know. It's like the person trying to explain the Kendrick Lamar Drake thing to me. It's like this... You're talking about two people that I've never thought of before.
Well, the Kendrick Lamar Drake one is more cut and dry. I'd say the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing.
I can't quite figure it out.
The funny thing is, after seeing that movie, where of course they're playing pretend, it's funny how many connections there are from the film to what's actually going on in real life.
Yeah, but there aren't actual connections. That's a screenplay. It's fiction.
Of course, they're playing pretend, but it's just funny. Like when you, after watching the movie and reading what the allegations are, you're like, oh, okay.
I think she's 10 to 12 years older than the character was in the book, and she completely took over the production along with her husband.
Yeah, see, this guy, what's his name? Ryan
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, they're saying he's not the good time Charlie he presents himself to be, like behind the scenes.
I don't believe it. I'll never believe that.
He's too affably cute. Am I wrong? He's just
Have
good
you ever seen
looking.
Best Friends?
For heaven's sakes.
No. The best.
Have you heard what Martha Stewart has to say about him?
Oh my goodness, has Martha Stewart chimed in? Before we know it, Snoop Dogg's going to have something to say.
He's not funny. He pretends to be funny. He's good at pretending to be funny.
Justin Baldoni?
No, Ryan Reynolds.
No. Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
They're neighbors, and I guess she has some beef with him.
So yeah, a lot of people are coming out and saying this Ryan Reynolds, his public perception is not real. No, it turns out he's. You know what, Autumn, in real life, it turns out he's not even good looking.
It's a mask, Autumn. It's a mask.
It's all made up. I'm sorry. It's all she had left in the world, and I just crushed it. All right. Hey, come on. Hey, listen, we got to help her get well. It's Wellness Wednesday.
I'm here.
Right?
I'm listening.
I'm freaking out.
She is freaking out.
Oh, she's busting out the machine.
Use the lemon. Bite down on the lemon.
Okay, it regulated my nervous system.
All right. It's Wellness Wednesday. That means we'll do some health kind of stories with Dr. Joe.
Yeah.
He'll walk us through it. Let's navigate the whole damn thing. You know?
I feel like when we used to call this segment Sparring with Dr. Joe, I feel like you're going to spar with Dr. Joe on this
I'll
first.
spar with him. I'll kick his ass.
Come on, let's go. On this
Right
first
now,
study,
me
you
and
might
you.
be younger than me.
Take it to the...
Let's go. Right here. Put it on camera.
Yeah.
So everybody can see it happen. Yeah.
Take it to the lot.
Well, you guys, Eric, you especially, you always talk about how genetics play a factor in living longer, but a Bloomberg study actually says that environmental and lifestyle factors play a far greater role than genetics in determining how long somebody's going to live.
Aha. Except my reading. Aha.
Dr. Joe's ready.
My reading of this says that's only because if you have bad lifestyle choices, you're not likely to live out your natural days with your DNA. So
Okay, Ryan
if you weren't able, hey, how dare you? How dare you?
That's awful.
Call me. I mean, he's like the closest thing to Hitler we have in acting, and you're going to call me that? How dare you? So that's the way I read this.
Okay.
Now I only read the headline.
Oh, well.
So but that's the way that I read this.
Well, that's all you need.
So what's being said?
Base
here?
everything on headlines.
That's what I do.
Well,
it's quicker.
Genetics loads the gun. Your lifestyle pulls the trigger.
Oh.
Okay.
How's that for?
But if you're
this is very violent talk, Joe. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Guns,
by the way,
guns. I don't like this.
Guns trigger me. Listen,
How about your? What did you say? What's the gun?
Genetics load the gun, and lifestyle pulls
Okay,
the
so
trigger.
genetics is the seed.
lifestyle.
And lifestyle
pulls
is the
the
soil.
trigger.
Okay,
Pulls on the seed.
lifestyle pulls the soil, and
And then the seed pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
So
I got something for you to pull.
that's still the way that I read it.
Yes.
I read it as if you don't have bad lifestyle choices, then your natural lifespan is gonna be decided by your DNA.
well, your natural lifestyle can oftentimes be decided by your DNA,
But if you're gonna jump off cliffs for a living or as a hobby, you're likely to go earlier.
right, but that's lifestyle.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
We're in agreement.
okay, we agree on that one.
All right.
I don't know how to.
You don't seem like you agree.
How do we get
You're
to
saying
that
you
point?
agree.
No.
So what's their point?
No, if you have genetic issues, and there's something called epigenetics. Epigenetics are not just your genetics, but your lifestyle, what's around you, the people you're surrounded by. Did you have an abusive family? You're dating somebody who's crazy. I mean, all these things play into the epigenetics.
Tim did that.
Tim did that?
He dated Autumn for a while. Yeah.
Oh, well.
And we live next to a nuclear reactor.
There you go. And your nuclear reactor's afraid of you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we're saying the same thing.
I don't know.
If you have bad lifestyle choices, then
Right.
that's likely to end your life earlier than your DNA would have allowed you to live out had you
Yes,
not made
okay,
those lifestyle
yeah.
choices.
But if you have lifestyle choices and you have bad genetics, it enhances the fact that you do.
Well, of course, if
chance
you
of
start
dying.
out with a bad hand,
Right,
and then you
yes.
start throwing cards away for no good
Right.
reason,
Oh,
you're
there's
going to
a good
have a worse
analogy.
hand.
A lot of analogies in this.
Oh,
little
I've got
segment.
to. I'm Mr. Analogy.
You're full of it today. aren't you?
You
Yeah.
have a handful of eggs. There's two birds in the bush.
Yeah. Wait till
Then
tomorrow.
you got to throw the cart on the bush.
Tomorrow, it's all metaphors.
On the
Oh,
north.
okay.
Non-stop metaphors.
Similes after that. Yes?
Oh,
okay.
simile Saturday. It's
Sim-
too bad.
Oh,
I have
man.
Saturdays off.
Darn.
So we get Dave Baker instead.
Yeah, I'll do similes all day. What's a simile?
It's similar, you know,
All
similar, similar. Yes. Okay. So what you're saying is, what did we learn from this story, Dr. Joe?
That if you have a history of breast cancer, history
Okay.
of heart disease, take care of yourself, you're less likely to succumb to that problem.
Well, that makes sense. I don't even
Yes.
need the story to tell me
Well,
that.
that's why do you have me on?
If I have heart disease, if everybody around me is dying of heart disease, then I shouldn't be having a lot of creams and
Yes.
sauces.
I call familial as opposed to genetics. It's growing up in the same family, you're going to have similar problems.
Yeah, but that's genetics too. You're in the same family.
Could be.
Yeah.
You're keen unless you're adopted.
Well, okay.
Fair point.
Is there something you want to tell us?
No.
Okay.
Back
Back off.
Eric, it feels like you're arguing with him that you're agreeing with him.
Oh, okay. So you want me? I get it here. Now you're jealous. You want me to argue with you? Okay, I will.
No,
Okay,
fine.
fine. Is that what you
I'm not
wanted?
doing that.
You want to fight with me? You can fight with me.
You know what it is?
I think fighting is bad.
Well, I think fighting is good. There's our debate.
That's weird.
Eric's just jealous because Dr. Joe's going to the new Christmas party that's happening on February 28th. He already accepted that
It's a
he's
great,
going.
Great Christmas
and Eric's
party on
not going.
February. I'm not going to go. It's February 8th.
28th.
28th. I'm sorry.
I'll buy you a drink. Come on.
I missed it on February 8th.
I have stuff to do.
Of course, you have stuff to do. Yeah.
The thing with the guy, right?
Yeah, you couldn't possibly get there, Tim, if you tried.
No.
For heaven's
No.
sakes.
It's good to spend time with your
I would go to a
coworkers.
Christmas party.
You know
but
what I want to
not in
do on my
February.
day off? You know what I want to do on my day off, Jared? Hang out with a bunch of people in radio. That's what I want to do on my day off.
It's not your day off yet. It's still Friday. You just leave from work. You got to drive up
my
that
time
way anyway.
off.
Driving up that way.
Where
anyway.
is it?
Stop
What community is it?
Don't
in?
say because people will come.
I
They're
know.
you're
I'm not going to say it,
fans.
but what community
You're
is it?
fans. Smyrna.
Yeah, you don't want to tell them exactly where Eric Von
South
Hessler is
Fulton.
going to be. It's going to be like saying, like the Stones are playing tonight. You're going to have
Oh, man.
You don't want to there's going to be
Paul McCartney
traffic
tickets, yes.
trouble.
Uh-huh.
You don't want that. So Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where that is. I have no idea where Smyrna is.
The west side.
I've never taken
I
it
used to live there.
It's the west
Did I,
side.
did I used to go visit
Northwest.
you in Smyrna?
Yes.
I thought we agreed to never talk about that.
Oh, right. I mean, no.
You signed that NDA for a reason, Autumn.
You give somebody $432 and you think that they
think
would
they'll
keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Apparently she needs more.
$432 back in 2001 was a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
If invested properly in gold.
She didn't invest it properly.
She didn't.
No.
That's the problem.
Cigarettes.
Uh huh.
She spent it all on cigarettes. Highly irresponsible. You got another Wellness Wednesday story?
I will tease you here. A survey conducted by Talker Research and Avocado Green Mattress has found the
the perfect sleep comes on avocado green mattresses.
They have found the perfect time to take a nap and the perfect length, and I'll tell you after.
Is that a tease?
It's a tease.
We're going to get time and length?
That's right.
That's a tease. Alex Williams is checking the ride to the southern suburbs.
Yeah, Eric, we had earlier trouble that cleared at 675 south below Forest Parkway in the Ellenwood area. Exit 5, delays improving there. 75 southbound, it's just that merging madness coming down from Central Avenue, breaking free once you get past Forest Parkway where I-285 ramps in. If you're traveling northbound, had been a rough afternoon leaving McDonough and Henry County up toward Jotico Road, but that ride is quickly getting much better as well. And if you're traveling through downtown, still seeing some brake lights, but improving from the 85-400 merge as you head through Midtown, passing Georgia Tech and North Avenue. Checking the ride on I-20, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, looking on the east side of town, 20 eastbound, slight delays leaving the perimeter, getting past Panola Road. And on the west side, 20 westbound, just a tap of the brakes leaving I-285, getting to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. And then no delays getting into Douglasville. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
Strong winds, heavy rain, and tornado warnings as severe weather rolled through the metro.
we're at our best.
Extremely large tree that came down, and because of the large weight and size of the tree, it made it an extended operation.
Stay prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store.
Georgia Power and the EMC is reporting 261,000 people in the dark.
With your severe weather station, 95.5 WSB.
If your home shows any sign of foundation issues like cracking exteriors, bowed walls, or sticking windows, your house may have a foundation problem. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions is here to help you. Schedule your free inspection at aquaguard.net now. Foundation issues? Remember, AquaGuard.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin. Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Choose from select Superstar Premium, Extreme, or Platinum batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstar batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Well, since we're knee-deep in Wellness Wednesday, I guess we need another health story, and we need Dr. Joe to explain it all to us so that we can understand, us mere mortals.
Yeah. Excuse me.
And he's not a mountebank, by the way.
It is an answer to the tease that we put out there from
that's right.
survey conducted by Talker Research and Avocado Green Mattress.
Yeah, that's a good, I don't know. Is that a mattress you can eat it when you wake up in the morning, right?
Yeah, put it on toast.
Very
soft,
yeah. Yes. It's a great night's sleep.
They
and a great breakfast. How can you be against it?
Smelly.
You literally get the best of all worlds.
It really is. It really is.
They found that 142.
It's like having sex with the universe. It's everything. Everything.
They have found that 1:42 p.m. is the best time to nap, and that you should nap for 51 minutes.
That seems like a long nap to me.
I would think 20 minutes. If I go more 20, I'm like,
yeah. They're saying after 50 minutes you get all.
Yeah, but
is that a clinical term?
Nah.
Okay.
It's Latin. Yeah.
So,
I'll teach you.
Like Logie.
So yeah, now here's something interesting in this article. I referred to this yesterday because I read it a couple days ago.
You're a big fan of the avocado green mattress.
I just like avocados anywhere. Mattress in my mouth.
Price may go down. We'll discuss that later.
Oh, good.
Okay.
The point that was made here that I found interesting is that people don't really understand what a nap is. That they think that napping is so that you can catch up on the sleep that you didn't get the night before.
Mhm.
That's not napping.
Right.
Napping is when you get the 7 to 8 hours a night, and then you do the 20 minutes.
Right.
Or whatever, 50 minutes. Like
51
they're
minutes.
51. So if you sleep to 52, you've failed.
You have failed avocado green mattress.
So I mean, that seems to be the real point. I think most people don't know what napping is. They think it's catching up on sleep. It's not.
Right. No, it's to refresh your body and start over. Yeah.
You're
You don't wanna go-
resetting.
You don't want to go into the REM sleep though, because
That's what
then,
you don't want to do.
No.
Because then you'll start having those dreams where you have to get somewhere and you can't figure out how to get there, and how do you find your car?
You're in your
and then
underwear,
the next thing you know, you're in your underwear on Mount Everest, and where's the car? You were in
That's
the
it.
mall.
But we just
what
found
happened?
something.
You don't want to
researchers-
do that during a nap. That's
No.
nighttime stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Only a full bladder can bring you out of that.
We found something called the glymphatic system.
I have that.
You have that? You have a glymphatic?
I found that last night.
Did you? Oh,
How far did you go in?
I was gentle.
2 knuckles?
Gentle. Doesn't matter how far I got. It's how much time I took.
That's
The
right.
journey.
51 minutes, yeah.
That's right.
No, the glymphatic system actually flushes out waste products from your brain when you sleep. And if you don't go
Your
into
brain
that-
poops?
Your brain poops.
What?
Brain poop. There you go.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
What is your waste from your brain?
It goes into your lymphatic. The glymphatic.
But I mean, what
goes in-
is it? Like the waste? Like it's just like.
What's it look like?
These are just like. Is it sludgy, or is it more of a plasma? No, I mean, is it? Is it like just like this, the information you don't need anymore?
That's
or
what
whatever?
it is.
Like,
yes, it's little thoughts and it,
Yeah.
and it goes
They're
out.
just
the
like, I don't
lymphatic
need that
system.
anymore.
No, like uric acid wastes and cellular wastes that come out, from the cytoplasm of the cell.
And where's it all go?
Goes it from the glymphatic into the lymphatic, and then it drains into your vena cava,
And then
it
you're
comes
screwed.
Up, then you're screwed.
Where's your vena cava?
I think you know where the vena cava is.
Do I need to show you?
You're sitting on it. That's all I can tell you. It's a family show. Right? Well, now that we squared that away, and
we learned about lymphatics.
and we have
and we learned about the.
we
And
have
how do you fall
avocados
asleep?
dancing in our head?
Fall asleep exactly at 1:42. That was my question. It's like, come on.
Yeah, but it's a little too much.
Xanax.
Oh, okay.
5 minutes before.
I think to me the best nap is when you're sitting on the couch and your head just kind of goes.
Yeah.
Then your neck hurts.
You want to wake up and you can't, and it's I love that. feeling.
Sometimes those day baseball games, the Sunday day baseball games, if you have a lazy day like that, those are great ones to take a nap.
What are you watching it on TV?
Yeah, if you're
Well,
like
that's an excuse to sleep. Putting on a baseball game on TV in
It's
the
like-
middle of summer.
It's like third inning.
Hold on, it's the third inning. They only got 160 more of these to play. This is really important.
Sometimes
I can't miss this at bat.
You wake up seventh inning, he's like, wow, Braves got the bases loaded.
Oh,
Cool.
well, okay.
Oh.
I woke up just in time to see him blow it. That's usually what happens to me. Oh, they were doing fine when I wasn't looking. Then when I started looking, things went wrong.
So it's your fault.
Yeah, I blame myself for everything.
You with a bad curse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything that happens in this world that I don't like, I blame myself. I find it's easier to do. That way I don't have to yell at Autumn all the time. All right, you have another story?
I do. It's another study, actually. And since I don't have the Telegraph, I can only read part of it here. But
You don't have the Telegraph?
yeah,
You mean, did they send a telegraph to you?
this is from the United Kingdom. You know, they're
Stop! Isn't that how you read telegraphs?
typically
From the United Kingdom. Stop!
That's a telegram.
Oh. Oh, a telegraph is like...
Yes. Morse.
Is that how you got this message? Through Morse code?
Yes, exactly. That's I had to type that into my Google, and it was very difficult to be able to translate that correctly.
This,
She's right there.
This is Molly Morse right here. She's the one that came up with the code. She can help you. She only speaks in Morse code, though. So you better know what you better be able to decipher it.
Great with distress signals as well, too.
Listen, if you got an SOS situation, there it is. Listen, there's no one I would rather be stuck out in the middle of the ocean with than this lady right here.
Sounds like a hamster that's stuttering.
And let me tell you something. It's not only that, but I mean, hot as the day is long. I mean, I want to
It's
be
like the
rescued.
end of,
I want to be
Muskrat
rescued.
Love.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
But-
Muskrat Love. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
I get it.
Jared loves that song.
Oh, it's my favorite.
That's a great song.
We brought it up before. We played it.
Muskrat Susie.
Muskrat Sam. They get together anytime they can. They get down. They're the muskrats who get down.
It's a new version I never heard before.
I'm all over that.
Captain and Tennille are going, what the heck?
Hey, love keeps them together. That's all I know.
Oh, good reference there.
Another
Excellent.
great. Hey, Sadaka is back, baby. Let
That
me
was
tell
at
you.
the end of the song, wasn't it?
Sadaka is back.
She had big gums.
What? You always, you're always so critical of.
She scared me
of
with her
Tennille.
hair. The gums scared me when I was a kid.
Why are you so afraid of Tennille, Tony Tennille?
I liked Captain. I thought he was.
You
cool.
were a Moominchance man. back
Loved
then, as I
Moominchance.
recall,
No.
yeah.
Oh, that was
the
horrible.
The robots.
What's wrong,
No, the
Tim?
married couple that.
You don't like me.
Shields and Yarnell.
Yeah,
that's right.
When we come back, guys, from the Telegraph here, I'll tell you.
We're gonna
the
listen to two muskrats. Get it on.
I have the exact amount of time that you should dance a day to keep the National Health Service doctors at bay.
Oh, see,
The exact number.
I know that you should start
Don't look
dancing
it up on Google.
at
Don't bing it.
152. Oh, it's not so wild. You know what? When we go commercial, I want to come back with these two muskrats rutting it up. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on the connector.
Yeah, they're actually starting to thin out quite a bit, Eric, but we are still seeing some volume starting on 85 southbound as you approach 17th Street, with the delays continuing through Midtown from 17th Street, but it starts to break up once you get down to I-20. Some northbound delays from I-20 up past Freedom Parkway. Earlier today had traffic lights flashing red all directions on Peachtree Street at Spring Street. Looks like those lights have been fixed outside of our station here in Midtown. How's it looking on I-85 heading up toward Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 85 northbound, seeing a little bit of brake lights ramping on to Spaghetti Junction, getting to Indian Trail Road, and looking towards the northwest, 75 northbound, you're a little sluggish from the South 120 loop, getting to Chastain Road. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Right now, select varieties are buy two, get two free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Take the guesswork out of buying and selling your home with Orchard. Will your home sell in time? Which upgrades are worth it? Can you keep your home show ready with a busy life? Orchard has all the answers. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, you can buy your new home before selling your old one. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and it's simple. Orchard gives you an equity advance, unlocking cash to buy your new home first. That's right. You don't have to wait for your old place to sell. You can move in right away. And no more rushing out for showings or constant cleaning, because Orchard sells your old home after you've settled into your new home. Orchard even handles repairs and improvements at no out-of-pocket cost to you. Their local pros know which upgrades bring you the most money, so you sell for top dollar. Buy before you sell and skip the selling hassles with Orchard. Start with your free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's Y-O-U-R wealth.com.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, gunfire today outside a Metro Atlanta fast food restaurant. One man is dead, another is in custody after a shooting near a Gwinnett County McDonald's. Corporal Ryan Winderweedle with Gwinnett Police says it was an argument between co-workers and did not involve anyone in the restaurant.
They just happened to be in the back parking lot of the business, and as far as I know, no employees were involved.
The victim was found near a car and the suspect was still nearby. The restaurant is located at 4915 Sugarloaf Parkway. 46 degrees in Atlanta, staying cold for a few days before we finally see a warm-up. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Georgia parents could see an additional tax break.
It creates a tax credit for families with children under the age of 7 to help with the cost of caring for kids that are not yet in school most of the day.
Under the bill from State Senator Brian Strickland, parents would receive $250 per child. If it's approved, unanimously and now goes to the State House. The legislation also expands an existing tax credit for child care to give parents up to $300 more per child. Legislation supporters say would make Georgia's government more efficient, is causing a stir under the Gold Dome.
It's known as the Red Tape Rollback Act, but Democrats say it's an effort to bring DOGE to Georgia.
It's a power grab.
Senator Emmanuel Jones, the bill requires that state agencies review their operations and find ways to save money, and it also requires that the impact of new laws on businesses be taken into account. Republican State Senator Greg Dolezal.
This bill looks to reduce red tape on both small and large businesses in the state of Georgia so that Georgia remains the #1 place to do business.
The legislation has the backing of prominent Republicans, including Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Two new bills under the Gold Dome would require the state stop funding so-called crisis pregnancy centers. Democratic Representative Ann Allen Westbrook says the centers don't offer medical care.
These centers are nonprofit, usually faith-based facilities dressed up as reproductive health clinics. They do not provide, however, the range of services a medical provider would, including contraception, sexual health treatment, or abortion services.
The state allocates $2 million a year for these centers. New information on skeletal remains found in Gwinnett County earlier this month. The medical examiner confirms it is a human skull found in the area of Highway 316 and Duluth Highway. A construction crew working in the area of Northside Gwinnett Hospital found the skull. It belongs to a white man ranging in age from 35 to 70 years old. No other skeletal remains were found in the area. We posted a forensic sketch at WSBradio.com. Anyone with information should contact Lawrenceville Police. Fulton County hopes it to use its lessons learned from a cyber attack last year to shield other governments in Georgia. Commission Chair Rob Pitt says when they were hit, the county refused to hand over taxpayer money.
We worked to retake control of our systems from the cyber criminals. And one of the most important steps taken during this attack was our refusal to pay a ransom to the criminals.
Pitt's now urging state lawmakers to pass a law banning any government body from paying ransoms, hoping it could discourage cyber gangs from targeting Georgia. We have an update on new life-saving measures in Cobb County. First responders administer their first blood transfusion in the field.
Just 4 days ago, the Cobb County Medical Operations team started carrying blood, and the team's David Kleinman says it saved a life following a car crash on Veterans Memorial Highway in Mableton. When they arrived on scene, a woman was unresponsive, no pulse, no blood pressure.
As I was ministering the blood, the patient became awake. The patient actually looked at us, started talking to us, which was an amazing feat. It was like a Lazarus moment.
He says if this accident had happened 5 days ago, the outcome would have been much different. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Improving around Metro Atlanta, Bill. That includes 285 westbound, the outer loop. A few brake lights leaving Sandy Springs from New Northside Powers Ferry, exit 22 over to I-75 in Cobb County. Not going to slow again. Southbound through Smyrna Vinings until you get down to South Atlanta Road, exit 16. Then it's just sluggish down to I-20, the West Freeway. Into Cobb County, 285 eastbound, the inner loop. The slowest part of that is in the right lane, trying to ramp onto I-85 northbound, heading up toward Norcross with 85 delays. Toughest of those are getting up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. And then 316 eastbound, just tapping the brakes toward Lawrenceville, getting past Sugarloaf Parkway. Taking a look at what should be an improving ride downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
And it is improving. 75, 85 northbound and southbound. Seeing just you're a little sluggish from I-22 17th Street. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies for this evening as the Arctic air moves in early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will drop into the mid-20s, but the wind chills will be in the teens. Despite the sunshine, daytime highs will be limited to the mid-30s and temperatures dropping into the upper teens to low 20s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 46. Another hard freeze on Saturday morning, lows in the mid-20s. Saturday afternoon, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 52. Sunday, not as cold, morning low 32, daytime highs in the mid-50s. We're back into the 60s by early next week.
47 now in Midtown Atlanta, 43 in Dunwoody, 45 in Peachtree City. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time and make the most money. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of getting your home ready to sell, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. You can trust my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
JIC, Flat Face Seal, BSP, and DEN. If you know what these are, then listen up.
I'm Victoria Holloway. We can replicate hose assembly on site with Mobile Hydraulics of Georgia.
Call 770-HYD-HOSE or try our website, HYDHOSE.com.
So, you don't park in your garage anymore because your garage door is broken? That's it? Oh well, too bad. Been meaning to fix it. How much other stuff in your house doesn't work? TV only gets even-numbered channels when it rains. Coffee maker only makes a cup and a half before it quits. If your dishwasher didn't wash, or your printer didn't print, or your vacuum cleaner didn't suck, you'd fix it. Why aren't you parking your car in this clean, dry, awesome garage just because your garage door is broken? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We have the parts, tools, and the experience to fix what's broken. An expert repair and a fresh overhaul, and you'll get years of service out of your current system without spending a fortune to replace the whole thing. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Because if it is broke, you do fix it.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Oh, they're getting it on. Muskrats.
Muskrat love.
Parents, cover your children's ears.
You think that's what it sounds like? That's what it's supposed to be. Did it have they?
No, I've done it before.
They had a
absolutely.
They had a mic, Doctor. They had a mic in a muskrat den, Dr. Joe.
Oh, that's how they did it. Oh, Captain and Tennille, they were way ahead of their time.
Oh yeah. Did you know that Tennille, Toni Tennille, is well, everybody knows this. She's the lady on the wall, the Pink Floyd album. She's the one who said, "Do you want to take a bath?"
I didn't know that.
The groupie that he ends up beating up.
Oh.
If you
listen quietly, it goes.
Yeah,
that's what drove him crazy.
That's Tennille and Roger Waters making love.
Yeah. Oh. Play it backwards or something? Is it?
So, I think everybody knows that. That's not.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? That is
Nope.
actually.
Now the world knows
Toni
it because
Tennille,
you said so.
Before he says, "Don't look so frightened. This is just a passing phase. One of my bad days."
Sound just like him.
Would you like to learn to fly? Would ya? Would you like to see me try?
Roger, is that you?
Oh, babe. That was that period of time where every song Roger Waters wrote for like 4 years had the term "ooh babe" in it somewhere.
Ooh, babe, don't leave me now.
It's a wild world.
Ooh, a lot of oohs out of that guy for a while.
And then, ooh,
All right, enough of this. This is not a music show. No. I'm not English Nick. This is Wellness Wednesday. The Muskrats are getting it on. So let's have another.
People are just tuning in and going, what the heck are they talking about?
The Muskrats are angry.
We have.
It's been a while for the Muskrats.
That Muskrat's been edging there.
Ooh. Muskrat edging. Muskrat goon. Muskrats got the internet too now.
They do.
All right, what else you got?
Well, we have another hanging tease here before we went to the newscast.
I've hung some teas before.
I have the exact
George
amount.
Clark and I were hanging some teas before the show.
Were you using lemons?
Well, just use that just so you don't pass out.
Right.
That's all.
After I had kids.
Yeah. You got
had some hanging teas.
You had some hanging teas, huh? Yeah, but it's all worth it because they're just such a bundle of joy.
Oh, yeah. Ruined my body. It's
That's fine.
Yeah.
Ruined my body, and now don't go to bed. Fine. I guess it just gets better and better and better.
It is like
no guilt there.
Hey, you'll have somebody take care of you when you're older.
You'd be like, have you ever seen Walking Tall? Like when Buford Pusser like pulls this, look at me. That's what you should do with your kids when they get out of hand. Look what you did.
You see this?
Look what you did. All right, what do you?
We have the
kids aren't listening.
exact amount of time that you should dance per day to keep National Health Service doctors away. This is from the.
By the way, hold on. Trump just fired all those doctors, so this does not count. This is not.
Well, they're over in England. I can't fire them, but that's bull.
Yeah, it's England.
This is.
I thought it was our national.
Well, so interestingly enough, they refer to it as just a U.S. study because the British, they're like, oh,
it's a U.S. study.
It was done by Northeastern University in Boston.
They're good,
and they
are
that
in the Northeast. They are exactly what they say.
Not the Northwestern University in Boston.
Oh, good. Who's going to trust them?
It's not like when there's a Connecticut.
They
school.
don't even know where they are.
Not like the Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Georgia.
Yes.
So 20 minutes of dance per day will keep the doctors.
I knew it. 20 minutes. That's all you got to do is dance for 20 minutes.
But what if I just do the chicken dance?
What if you don't like to dance?
That's pretty good.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, you do that. You'll live
count?
forever.
If you come to the party, they may play the chicken dance for you.
What if I crip walk?
Yeah, come on.
You can crip walk. You can chicken dance. The crip walk. That's as American as American pie, as American pie, as apple pie.
What
as
is the
Don
crip
McLean? Crip walk is what Serena was doing during the Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that little shuffle.
It's
thing there?
but it's affiliated with a gang, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Listen, you guys played Cowboys and Indians, and that was a horrible tragedy.
No, it was. It was fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, not the real thing, but the game that we played.
Yeah, the game, right?
Nobody died.
It started as like an awful thing.
Yeah.
And then we're like, hey, let's play it as kids. It just, as time goes, things get.
I just worry about the Bloods. What do they have? That's all.
True.
I want a little fairness. Where's the blood dance?
The blood dance.
But they have been involved in a blood dance before, but not an actual dance.
I had 2 blood dances earlier today.
Out of your
That's
nose.
right, his nose is on his blood dance.
His nose keeps throwing up blood.
Why is that?
That's bizarre.
It's exploding with blood.
It really is.
It was more
gusher.
bioflavonoids. Bioflavonoids will strengthen up those blood.
Is that
That's
in
what
ravioli?
I was telling
Yeah,
him.
I know, right?
That's
I
what
heard
was
you.
telling
He
Yeah.
won't take our advice, Dr. Joe.
They said, you got to have the bifoflavonoids.
What I don't like, Dr. Joe, is I get this tease itch that happens where my nose is like, it wants
Damn. Oh, it's so good.
I know I shouldn't.
My tease is.
I'm going to blood.
it wants.
Can't stop bleeding.
My nose really
that was
wants.
that was the Village People movie.
Can't stop bleeding.
Of course, it was Can't Stop Dancing.
Could always
Everybody
get some Crisco.
That's right. Hey,
What?
too far.
Well, they're making a pie.
Too far.
They're making a pie.
Too far, my friend.
I don't know what to do, Dr. Joe. I get this sensation where I really want to blow my nose or touch my nose, but the second I do, it's like a gusher comes
You
down.
can actually
Mount
take
St. Helens.
What should he do, Dr. Joe?
extra virgin organic coconut oil or olive oil and just run it in the inside of your nose, and it'll create
That'll
a
make
barrier.
it worse. I've tried putting stuff. It does.
But you
It makes
got
it worse.
natural
Yeah, but you
oils?
used Elmer's glue.
Yeah,
not
that's
the
the
same
problem.
thing.
Yeah, you're snorting it.
It's not the
Well, I
same
figured
thing.
if I use glue, it would
Put
hold
a
it
lot
back.
of Coke up there.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to work.
That's what you're doing. You're tooting.
Yes.
Too much cocaine? Is
Too
that what
much
you're saying?
cocaine.
Yeah, no,
Too
tooting.
Oh, Jerry.
I've had it my whole life. Well, was it
Cocaine?
cocaine when I was 2 years
yes,
old?
Yeah.
Well, apparently.
that was a
guess
problem
so.
back then.
So it sounds like he's right. You want to moisten it up.
Yes.
And you want to have like an oil.
Lube it.
Do you sleep with a humidifier?
I do not.
Well, that would help.
Well,
Actually, it would help.
Then you just what can I do for you? If you're not going to help yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's too dry where you are.
You got to humidify that room.
You got to
Just 'cause I'm a
humidify
pioneer
that
doesn't
room.
mean that Atlanta has suddenly changed and become that much drier on
But
that
you're
side.
changing.
You're running your
getting
heat.
You're changing. You're
I've had these my whole life.
Listen, you have to get the old blood out so the fresh
Have you-
blood can do its job.
This blood
Have you
lady.
ever had a humidifier?
I have never had a humidifier before.
Well,
but
then your whole life. Hello.
What an idiot.
I have had
Wow.
these nosebleeds since I was a little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get a
if you had a
humidifier.
humidifier, you wouldn't have.
I don't know if I believe it.
Listen to the lady. She
Try it.
knows what she's talking about.
$30
He's so,
investment.
I think you know what? I think we need a different type of doctor. I think we need a mind doctor because I think he likes the nose.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a psychiatrist? A mind doctor?
I think he needs a doctor for the brain.
Are you talking
for the
about
doctor for the feelings.
Are you talking about a psychologist or a
Well, I don't know.
psychiatrist?
The guy who
He
does your
needs-
brain thing.
The guy.
Yeah, the brain thoughts.
Yeah.
You need a brain thought doctor. She's thinking that you're thinking that you like this in your brain.
I don't like it.
It's become a part of his personality. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's me,
That's
Jerry,
me.
with the nosebleeds.
I bleed from the
Now,
nose.
what is cool is that I can make
That's
it
me.
during this time of year when the pollen starts up. I can pretty much make it bleed on command. Though.
We do it right now.
So I can be like,
Do it
oh,
right now.
Well, I have not.
Come on, bleed.
Prove it.
No.
Bleed. Come on.
Take your shirt off.
Picture it didn't happen.
I could be like, oh, guys, but you know how people
Hold
make
him
the
down.
excuses.
Tim, get him.
I'll get him.
Take his pants off.
Here, I'll hold him down and you guys
that's not my
suck him in the
nose.
face.
That's not my nose.
Make it bleed.
It's bleeding. It's bleeding. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter where you're bleeding from. We don't care.
You can get it on Dr. Joe's shirt. No one will know.
That's why I wore this today. I knew we were going to be.
A lot of nosebleeds.
We're going to have a
A lot
tough
of nosebleeds.
Yeah, some
Triggered by that.
I want to
shirt.
hear from
Triggered.
our audience. Everybody call in. Tell us about your nose. Is it bleeding? What was your
404.
favorite nosebleed?
I get really
72.
long boogers that are dry.
I don't want to know that. I don't want to know
Well,
that.
then when I pick them, I bleed.
No, okay, well, now,
All right, now
we're
we're-
talking
now
about
we're
some
talking.
good stuff.
Now you're talking.
Now you got a ratings generator.
Yes.
Now you're cooking with blood.
Yeah. Little blood sausage.
This show is idiotic. I love it.
Okay. Yes. Humidifier and some oil in your nose, and I think
That's
the
all you
problem is
need. A
solved.
humidifier, some oil
Some
in your
whale oil
nose.
And bioflavonoids.
Listen, he's not going to do anything. He's like, no, my nose bleeds. That's who I am.
No,
right.
I didn't say
You're
that.
not going to do anything.
I will
Yeah,
get a
that's
humidifier.
truth.
I'm not putting
It's his
oil
truth.
in my nose.
It's his truth.
Why? It feels good.
It's his,
I'm not doing
it's
it. I
his,
don't like things in
it's
my
his
nose.
nose blood. Well, you know what?
Except for blood.
You apparently you
I
love
don't
blood.
like the blood.
Well, then they're telling you how you can stop it.
You know what? I bet his favorite color is blood.
Uh huh.
Well, my favorite color is red because it's in my name.
J Red.
My favorite things made out of glass are jars.
It's in my name.
How did you know?
Jars in my name.
Just call me Jar Blood Yamamoto. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 in Norcross.
Police are with it. It knocks out the second left lane, 85 northbound, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99, slow back to 285. Also keeping that 285 eastbound inner loop ramp to I-85 and northbound slow. Trouble off to the side in Clarkston, 285 southbound, the inner loop right around Highway 78, not adding any big delays there. And on the west side outer loop, 285 southbound, right lanes are slow, leaving South Cobb Drive, trying to ramp onto I-20. The West Freeway continues to get better through Midtown and downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. You're just a little sluggish, 75, 85 north and south, starting at I-20, getting to 17th Street. And this report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Mega Millions players can stay in the game for up to the next 26 drawings when you select the multi-draw feature, because any jackpot is a good jackpot. Drawings every Tuesday and Friday. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The morning rush hour, the evening rush hour, and everything in between.
All lanes being held, 575 north at Highway 92, exit 7 rolling.
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
Officials diverting you onto Mansell Road.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing better weight management treatment options. Making sure that those who need GLP-1s have access to them is the first step.
1 mile complete.
And we help them take the right steps after that, giving them the personalized support they need to keep going.
1 more mile complete.
When it comes to healthcare, a better experience means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
Hey y'all, Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not going to cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Double down on big savings. For one day only, February 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Buy 2 new south windows and doors. Get 2 free. Plus 2 years of 0% interest financing. It paid in full within 24 months. Bring your window and door measurements to upgrade your home with more security, energy efficiency, and impact protection. Stop by our showroom on February 22nd, 2025 to get this deal. Offer is subject to terms and conditions. Visit newsouthwindow.com/222 for full details.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. But don't just take our word for it. Here's Jackie and Veronica, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Just call or click to see how much you can save today. Because when it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit ConsumerCellular.com. That's 1-888-FREEDOM or ConsumerCellular.com today. Real people paid to share their opinions in this ad. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
You know, I never really mentioned, and I'm not going to mention much of it. I don't want anybody else to, but I would tell you this. I sense that there's something a little more insidious at the bottom of this whole Drake thing. Criticism. My antenna picks up something a little more. George, don't you come in with your nonsense. I don't want to go any further than that because I don't want to get trapped in that discussion, which is a trap for a radio personality. I'll just say that my spidey sense tells me there's something a little deeper with the whole Drake situation, and I'll leave it there. I'll leave it at that. We have one more story for Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Joe.
We sure do. This is from
Can
Health.
you change your name to Wayne? Because it would be a Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Wayne would sound better.
I'll gladly do that. I
know you will. You'll
well,
do
the
anything
doctor
for
is an
somebody.
alliterative.
I could be.
Okay, with Wonderful Wayne. Wellness Wednesday with Wonderful Wayne.
I like that. It's better. There you go. More alliteration. Have you ever been love bombed before, Eric?
I know I felt like it. But I got over it, and I was able to walk again within like 5 days.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thankfully,
what are you talking about?
Thankfully, Dr. Joe has the 10 signs when people are over the top and how they
Oh,
show their
love
love
bombing
to you.
is these are pathetic people who convince themselves on a planet of 8 billion people this is the only one for me. You're talking about those idiots,
Exactly.
and I can't let it go.
Well, they'll
Yeah.
like give you gifts, and you're like, why is Leroy giving me a gift? That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Or,
Why- who names their kid Leroy anymore? Is this guy 73 years old?
No, darling. Leroy the love bomber. There you go.
Why is Martha massaging
Yeah.
my back? Like,
Yeah,
weird. She's
Martha.
love bombing.
You know anybody named Courtney? You know, some sort of modern name?
Ashley. Oh, sorry. Everyone's named Olivia now. Excuse me,
right.
Olivia.
Sorry, yes. So love bombing is, for a guy, it's be like almost like a stalker, right? And for a girl, it'd just be like a pathetic person who cries a lot and eats ice cream.
No. Love bombing for a woman, a man who is doing the love bombing usually like gives you a lot, says a lot, tells you everything you want to hear, and then totally pulls that away.
Oh, so it's like they end up not delivering.
Right.
Right.
All right. Well, the
Usually
music is
narcissist,
going.
yes.
So what's
So-
the story here?
Usually narcissists do this. They do
Mhm.
everything you can. You go, oh my God, I got the perfect person. And then, boop, and many times they say, I just want to see if I can get a person as good as you. They get
Right.
you, and
Yeah.
then they say, I'm done with you.
Well, it's called Greg Russ.
Yeah. Is that what
I
it
mean,
is?
not now, but I mean,
He's
his
a love
life.
bomber.
Let me tell you something. He lured them in and then spat them out for a
spat.
number of years. And you know that's true, Autumn. Not with you. You were different. You knew you. You know I'm right.
You were special.
Back
Greg,
to the trash bin.
Greg the Love Bomber. All right. Thank you, Dr. Joe.
My pleasure.
How do you get more Dr. Joe?
Sunday
Real fast.
nights, right here, 8 to 10. My show, my website, if you have any health questions, want to make an appointment, Dr. Joe, drjoe.com.
Thank you, Dr. Joe. Shelley Winter has made it back from
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't just do the show from D.C. You were there.
Well, because I talked to and he said to come.
Shelley Winter is up next. He was in D.C. today. He's going to have a great show for you. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the gene.